All right, we are watching another scrim for a mega series. This is one of the maps in the pool. Salt Reef. Are there really two 5v5 lobbies? That's awesome. I might need to go check the other one as well. But people are definitely starting to practice, definitely starting to get used to it. So I am excited. I think this is the full team. Rag, Narn, Raikoh, 8D, and Teddy. I could be wrong, but regardless, we got all five. It's an Emre. And wait, where do I go? Looks like start position's not fully fleshed out yet. Not fully fleshed out for either team, but we'll see how she goes. PtaQ. So relatively similar teams, just Narn, Rag, 8D, Raikoh, and Teddy. And apparently they just want 8D to straight open tech. We need to make front lab now. Where are these positions differed? So Conquer is actually going to be in the corner, but Narn's there. I guess they both are going to push this way. Is this a more? Do you get more? You don't get more mexes, right? It's more or less the same there. I guess here, well, you're kind of equidistant to the reclaim if you do a bot open. We'll see how she goes. But red team is Conquer, Turbo, Austin, Zhao, and Chisato. Let's see where we are headed. Waiting for people. One scout, drop AA or con on the hill. So these are like the contested hills that they're talking about. Interesting. What up, Pyro? How we doing? All right, so in terms of breakdown, what do we got here? We've got blue team with what? Arm core. 8D is core is gonna air open. Okay. So 2 core, 1 arm. 2 and 3 so 3 core 2 arm with the air lab open. Do we have other lab choices? So arm bots, no choice yet. Okay, and then on this thing we got what? Arm bots, arm core. So they are gonna have core this time. Last game they didn't have any core, which is kind of crazy. Arm bots and core, so relatively equal, right? One team 3 core 2 arm, the other team 3 arm 2 core. And we do see the air lab versus no air lab, and core V open, which I do like. It's not a great wind map. I think we see the better, or I think you see the air open more commonly on like the high wind maps. Although actually, Pyro, you're in chat. I was just thinking about, I watched the game. I think I just put it on YouTube. The game on Salt Reef where you opened bomber. And I think that one bomber killed like 14 winds and 6 mexes and like a radar and some other stuff. So maybe 8D wants to bomb, but they're going to get transports out early, probably just to secure hills. And they should be able to see quite a bit with this bad boy, no? Let's see. I will conquer, will do his shit as usual. So yeah, I mean, they're gonna see all the labs. What else do we have here? Flying out the AA bot early just to secure hills. We've seen people do the AA bot, and then we've also seen people just straight up open fighter. But I feel like the fighter open, you don't get as much value because the transport just has so much value for other things, whereas the Fig is only useful if the enemy opens air and actually commits to air. But what is Conquer doing? So why is my game lagging slightly? Is there stutter on stream? I feel like I have stutter in my game, but maybe not. This is like 144 FPS. And Teddy is gonna back up. I test a lot 1-2 bomber opener. I like the 1 bomber opener. The 2 bomber opener feels a little greedy to me, but maybe not. Do you just get a ground con from someone else and then scale with that? It's a lot of E though. So Incisors coming out, just gonna push back, kind of standard heavy Incisor opening, and gonna drop Lashers early. I think he probably feels like he needs them just because we've seen core air, so he's afraid maybe of Shuri and or other bomber plays. This massive tick ball is gonna probably sneak by. He does have 1 Incisor. Now they're gonna back off. Do they see the... He knows that there's Incisors above, so Teddy splits and does that, and at the same time Narn trying to sneak some grunts through up here. Oh, 2 bomber for solar. I see what you mean, Pyro. I could totally get behind that. Chisato gonna drop the radar, so they see everything, and now they know he's gonna drop the LLT, and double bomber coming in. Can they get a lot done? Stop recording. There we go. One max, 4 wind. Okay, okay. Does not get the BP, gets like the half-built nettle. Second set of bombs coming in, gets the mechs and 3 wind. Might be able to get the other wind with that. So another 2 wind for 5 wind there. Circling back, I mean, that's a massive wind farm. So actually, I think that double bomber open might be pretty good here, just in terms of the amount of economic damage he did. He sees the nettle here, but other bomber is going to get rocked and come cratering down into the ground. It's funny that in 5s you kind of have the offset here too, right? Because this feels like it's 2v1 and this feels like it's 2v1. Ooh. Couple little ticks from Chisato sneaking their way in, trying to see if they can do damage, and he did a low to high ground lab build here. So even though they dropped everything, just the commander BP from low to high is actually going to let them take this. They do have the other one here though, and Conquer is in a 1v2 on bottom. He's got Lashers out, but Teddy's going to come up and should be able to repair. Lost a ton of E here. I mean, that E difference I think is primarily... Okay, 8D living a little dangerously, but he's gonna try it anyway. I guess not that dangerously, because Hephaestus, the medium transports, can take like 8 or I think like 7 or 8 shots before they die. They're so tanky. They're slower, but they're really tanky for a lot of those nice like contested ones. So 8 the lab, and he's gonna get D guns here. But he did take quite a bit of damage, but I don't even think it's that bad. I mean, his comm is up here, who's able to kill Chisato's whole investment. And with the comm up here, he should be able to take the mexes, drop LLTs, and secure it. But they need to help Conquer soon because... Oh, Turbo's gonna rotate units on down. So we're gonna see a little Tick Pawn versus Grunt Rocket. And on bottom, Conquer with his swap from Lashers into Stouts is going to be fighting this Centurion rocket wall, but his comm is a little bit farther up, so this is kind of scary just because Teddy with good micro should be able to out repair. And we've got a Shuri and a couple transport ready to steal cons or nanos or something. And frontline T2 facing, and these are These are some forward T2 labs, just like either one of these players with a jammer should be able to just calm walk at it. And Austin with his own air lab and collecting bombers, so we'll see if he can get things done. 7 bombers. AT has a couple fighters out, but he doesn't have that many. The heavy transports are super expensive. And T2 lab on bottom. I feel like we've seen, normally when we see an air player, I feel like we only see the 1 T1 lab because they can just trans cons around. But I guess the T2 on opposite sides of the map kind of makes sense. Plus it's 1v2, so they don't feel, well, I guess now it's 2v2, but they don't feel quite as pushed. But yeah, kind of an interesting double here. And what's he gonna go? He's just gonna go cons for now. Chisato gets a gunslinger. He is ready for micro. And Turbo's calm might go down. Yeah, this should be. Oh, D-guns, we're holding out hope, and he's dead. Okay, well, hope crushed, and Austin's gonna follow up everything now, right? We've got the bombers coming in to see if he just kills 8D. I think the amount of AA the rest of the team is gonna have to invest is gonna be pretty brutal. Mansa's next month. No, I mean in terms of regular streaming, Hells. In terms of regular streaming. And bombs out 8D's air lab, so this is all sorts of shenanigans down here. Okay, fun is over. They made air too. So everyone's going to need to commit into T2 air, and we see Recluse, which I guess makes sense for the armbot because you want to be able to climb up the hills and kind of just abuse terrain there. But there's a lot of wind farms back here. Couple nettles are down. Man, I don't know what Austin said to 8D, but apparently he wants to remove him from the face of the earth. Actually, it probably makes more sense to just fully kill out and bomb those to rubble, because everywhere else should have AA by now. We're gonna see Sheldon's on bottom out of that T2 lab, but Recluse on top. Anonix, hey. No, I've been good. I've been fine. I just haven't been playing as many games or casting or doing as much bar related stuff, but I'm good. Just prepping for Omega Series 3, so trying to watch scrims so I don't sound like an idiot when I'm talking on the main cast. Yeah, he is lucky, dude. If that had popped, like 1K metal. He has seen it partially. So Teddy's still battling with Conquer down here, and Turbo had to go back into mid. Raikoh is just pumping. Oh, he's gonna up these. Are there enough Shellys here to kind of... Sheldons are so cool until they have to actually kill something and not just slowly chip it down. They do so little damage. Turbo's tried to sneak a few blitz in, and he has more blitz and more pawns coming. I don't know, are there enough fiends? Teddy's making more fiends. Oh no, Com's coming up, so should be able to stop it. And we're gonna see core T2V out of Conquer. This is the Conquer classic. If we see a Czar come out, we can play the music. Chisato is dancing away from this rattlesnake, but I think, does that hit the lab? Oh, it almost hits the lab. It's so close. Also, I'm on Lounge Discord if any of you guys actually want to talk about games. So we don't see any fusion transitions though, do we? I don't think there's any. Yeah, just pure aggression so far, unless I'm blind. Not sure on Czar. Yeah, that's true, actually. That's a good point. He's just gonna go straight Tiger. You want the Czar up front, in the front lab. Lab goes, did they eat the lab? Lab goes down though, and it looks like Narn and Rag are forming the European powerhouse. They are gonna charge through here. Zowscom is still hidden, but found by Tix. Is he gonna D-gun or just run? I guess he's just running. It's pretty low. That won't kill him, but the hounds should. I if I yap with me, my team will want me to play. Wait, what team are you on, Hells? Monka. And pushing back here. So Austin trying to bomb out hounds, which I think is never a great look. Is he gonna... He ate his lab though, so he's gonna drop A-Solars and then try to transition. He's gonna rebuild his lab now that he has some A-Solars. He's actually eating that last one to have the metal to finish it. Ticks to deal with the hounds. Bombers to kill your allies' wind. You know, kind of standard gameplay here, standard gameplay. Trying to get out more ticks of his own. Actually, those bombers hitting the packs of hounds, kind of doing okay. Mammy out on the field, and Conquer went Tiger, so should be able to clean up the Shellies, but once they run into the mammoths, well known. I do have a soundbite. I don't have soundbites disabled because I'm actually screen capturing, but yes. So it's looking, it feels, I mean, that metal advantage for blue team, are they reclaiming something? That metal advantage is massive. E advantage is still slightly in favor of the red team, but I think once these windmills start getting rocked, thank you for the follow, Autopilot. Once these windmills start getting rocked, I don't know if they're actually going to be that far ahead. This converter stack. Shoot the converter stack. Nope. Okay, but Raghna's hounds are gonna push through. And blue team is fully taking the economic lead. I guess wind is decently high. We still don't see any fusion. Everyone just has their foot on the aggression pedal and they are not slowing down as they try to hold this. But Raghna with Tick Hound is gonna come running in, and Raikoh and Teddy just hanging out on bot. That mammoth should be able to kind of push most of this back. First fusion is actually going to go down here. Wants to reclaim the air lab, and Austin making figs now. Raikoh needs to be really careful. These tigers are in close range. Are we going to see? He's just fully committed to tigers. 40 tigers queued up so he can run at them. And this top push was cleaned up / stalled out, but there's a ton of reclaim and a ton of mexes here that, yeah, there's a 5k reclaim across the entire top. You hear snipers somewhere. Sniper picking on the mammoth, and they're backing up slowly. I'm assuming Teddy wants to eat this lab, finish the fusion. You can probably rattle on front and then do a transition from there. Conquer on 600E, still just spamming spiders, or sorry, spamming tigers. So early break was what? Hound Tick? Well, it was Recluse into Tick Hound. And now it's more of like a welder hound. Deal with all the ticks. We just blue team is just pulling away now with everything, and AT's gonna comm lock in. They know it's over. They are gonna call the game there. So Air Lab open and Air Lab 1, and they also did double T2, and that T2 lab timing was actually really similar for both teams, which is kind of crazy. Man, Narn. Pretty massive. I didn't realize he was scaling that hard. I didn't feel like he had that much more wind. But good game, interesting game. We see Hells in queue. All right, all right. Wait, Hells, what team are you on? Also, why are like none of these teams registered? So annoying. PBS, the certified old team? Please tell me PBS is please ban sheep? If so, That's peak bar right there, and I love everything about it. Well, DBS isn't, because like LDM, I thought LDM couldn't play and a couple other people couldn't play, so I thought LDM was kind of like split, or not LDM, DBS was kind of split now, right? Not letting me in on this map, but Little Great Barrier Reef. Oh yeah. Crunch. Huh? What are we talking about, Narn? What are we crunching? Chisato Zhao. Oh. What? How is Zhao 33 OS in small teams? That seems insane to me. Let Hells in. Oh, you're about to get in here, Hells. You're about to get in here. Wait, is 8D not on? What team is 8D on? How have none of you guys registered? Let's be real here, boys. It's not that hard to register your teams. No. Wait, but who's on PBS? The only teams I've like really seen are the like the Stud and Master Bell, the Spud team. And then so PtaQ, Raikoh, Sheep, Teddy, 8D Star, and you. Oh, okay. Fuck me, you guys are old. Jesus Christ. Do we need to move the games like earlier in the day, Hells, so that you guys can like go to bed, you know, at like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock or whatever? Have you talked with Inda to make sure that happens? Hopefully, dude. That's like today. Someone was like, "Hey, are you gonna cast the Nation Wars games?" I'm like, I didn't make anything for it. I'm a little burned out on casting, and it starts at 5 a.m. for me. All right, good luck. I'll trash talk you the whole time, Hells. Don't worry. All right, Little Great Barrier Reef. The real question is, how many labs are we gonna see? We've seen the one air on the main island and then the 2 shared labs. We've seen 4 people make labs, which I think is not the right call. What else have we seen? There've been a few other ones. Also, is that other 5v5 lobby up? Whoops. Yeah, so DME is fighting the Spud team in that other lobby. That's awesome. Hopefully there's some good games there. All right, 8D is going to be their guaranteed air player. Man, the Raghna Narn on C is a little scary. Both those men are very good swimmers. Seaplane, torpedo, gunships. 4C, batter with eco, snipe mexes. He wants to open bots. I mean, there is a lot of reclaim here, so I could totally see like a 2 bot open and then you're scaling wind, because 5 to 15 wind is, I mean, that's almost beating out Aphis, right? 11 to 5 is awesome, and the high min is great. Shadow's gonna start in the corner on the 2 mechs. Are they not gonna? Bro, what did Narn say to the rest of his team? They've all just fucked off away from him. Okay. Friendship is hard, boys. Friendship is hard. So I'm curious if Chisato's gonna actually go air or like go land, or if he's just gonna, sometimes we see people take the 2 mexes, drop a couple windmills, and then walk in like if they're armed. But I guess we'll find out momentarily. Starting in 2. All right, so we've got arm, core, arm, core, so 3-2 in favor of core, and then core, arm, core, so 3-1, so 3-2. So actually exact same factional loadout, and 8D is gonna do a lab open. Chisato is not going C. He's gonna walk and take these mexes. Is it worth it? Oh, and he's gonna probably for an otter. No leg? What? Legion aren't played in official tournaments. They're not a finished faction, is why. So all the actual official tourneys are only arm and core. Legion is horrifically unbalanced, and they're not finished, so they're not actually in like BPL, Nation Wars, or Mega Series. So how many labs do we have? We've got what, 1 C lab, so 2 lab, and then so 2 lab versus 3 lab on C. Is the extra lab worth it? Yeah, I don't know. I've seen, I think 4 C lab is absolutely insane. 3 kind of makes sense. I still feel like 2 is better, but maybe like 1 here and then 1 here. But I guess we'll see how it goes. So Teddy's gonna open mass supporter, and then the eventual sub. We see supporters out of Hells coming up, and they're gonna run into herrings from Zhao. So if Zhao overextends, these could get picked off. Chisato wanted to take 1 more mex, and now he is eating some trees. And normal constructors for now. He's going to drop a beaver after. I assume the beaver is for title. It's for a little island title here, and or I guess for the seaplane transition later. Supporters coming in. Oh, did they get this kill? Oh, that's actually beautiful. So Teddy sneaks in, snipes the Seacon kill, and Narn is going to have to reclaim all of that and then build those mexes with his comm. Can they citizens arrest the supporter? I don't think so, right? I think they both just die unless they get support. So no Shuris or anything else out now, and we see 8D. He did his bot start. He's expanding with cons and might spam wind, and now he's going to drop back into an air lab. So there will be Shuris in play, but I also think that, especially like with Zhao's open, where he just had like a bunch of herrings, they're kind of prepared for it. They know it's coming. It's one of those things where if you're expecting Shuris and you don't have them, the game's disastrous. But a lot of times if you just are prepared for them, they're not as impactful. So multiple nanos here. You're gonna have to scale a lot of E though, right? I mean, seaplanes are so E intensive. Okay, well, yep. All right, he's gonna scale a lot of E apparently. No eco yet. Want to troll with bomber. Okay. Sub coming in, so Raghna's gonna be able to pick off quite a few of these mexes, but Teddy has subs of his own, so there's gonna be a little orca on orca action, just as nature intended, somewhere in that kind of mid-sea. And Hells has a destroyer versus these herrings, so trying to chip away. There is a frigate up above, but with the herring destroyer combo here, I think they'll be okay. And wow, Teddy's supporter here has gotten amazing info. 8D's probably super stoked for that. 1 bomber, 1 banshee. This is the type of thing that I'm not 100% convinced, but let's see how she goes. So it's out here. He's building a nettle. The banshee can take quite a few nettle hits, so it probably won't die right away. But he does see that massive title stack there, and now he's gonna transition over. This banshee will be able to snipe a ton of the mexes here, but C-Lab going down, and there are 2 nettles, and the nettles are gonna clean up the Stormbringer. And then the Banshee does not die, so it'll kill a few more mexes, but we should see, whoa, we should see swarmers out soon. And Cyclone's coming out. This eel from Raghna actually sniped a mex. Teddy's Calm is chasing it, but might be able to sneak up and then start picking off a couple of these. That Torp Launcher potentially will just be able to kill it. And Teddy sneaking an Orca in. He gets the one mex here. Up top, HellsHound and Zao just battling. He does have the two launchers. As long as he doesn't lose this destroyer, it was close. He can repair now. So, whoa, torpedo gunships coming in. I didn't even realize that this Narn's, how did Narn snuck this frigate through somehow? It can probably clean up a little bit of wind. And 8D built a ship lab and is now transferring over. But I like this from Chisato. He's just gonna run around and try to snipe all these mexes. So the solo Puffin just shredding mexes. Does it need, I thought they have, do they have sonar by themselves if that sonar plane goes down? I don't actually know. It's probably something I should know. And Teddy with another Orca in back. Rag sees it though, so he knows. Oh, he doesn't see it. Oh no. If it can get up here and start sniping eco, that is very concerning. So snipes 3 mexes with the Puffin and is gonna instead kind of bring it to the front line and hunt some of these submarines that have been dealing damage. AD is, I think, a little bit behind in terms of swarm count. Oh wait, those are all of them. Yeah, he's a little bit behind in terms of swarmer count, so he's either gonna need help from ground-based AA or he's gonna have to really focus and hope that Chisato does something else so that he can have air superiority later on. Dolphins from Raikoh gonna try to collapse in on the frigate and the destroyer. Too far away so they can back up. Narn looking like he's about to get 1v2 though. Raghna's taken so much damage. He doesn't even have a lab now, so he's just boosting allies. This is a slider lower than his teammates, although I guess Austin has the lowest slider. This is really scary. 8D just does not have the units to deal with the swarmers that are here, so they're gonna get full vision. Chisato's gonna get full vision, and this guy's sniped 9 mexes, I think, so far. He's able to put in quite a bit of work. Raikoh, oh god. Narn's forward lab is under quite a bit of threat, but kind of a little bit of an OP feed. If he can pick up all this wreckage here before Raikoh does and just make destroyers with it, he should be fine. We don't see res subs out from anyone, and Rag's column is coming down. I think Raikoh can just walk at this lab though, right? If nothing else, he can just hug Narn and make it happen. Teddy didn't quite get the mic. Oh, who's got the Austin with the faster turn, able to snipe it. And Hells with the 4 destroyers versus Zao, who has more frigates. The problem is in these narrow channels, it's so hard to really utilize, you know, to like kind of do the frigate, just rush at them and surround. So there's a lot of just sort of back and forth trading here. And it seems like Hells is winning that engagement. Raikoh dipping out of the sea, maybe can swing around sort of like that. So we'll find out. And Chisato with the Puffins, I think he still had these, you know, he had the one Puffin forever. That's the same one, I think, and it's just been running around sniping mexes, just trying to give him an economic advantage, which they're taking now, and they're leading slightly. Low HP. Give low HP. He meant the ship. Still no res subs though. They're just gonna reclaim and then pull back. Hell's coming forward and repairing. We do see the herring doing a bit of damage here, but with 2 comms, as long as neither of them die, if they can just reclaim and repair, they should be able to just keep pumping out units. Rag is up here with Narn, and poor Raiko's just been running around eating all these wrecks, trying to figure out if he can somehow get to this lab and make something happen. Austin has done a lot of scaling. He is just spamming out titles and microing a sub. His sub does find Raiko's base though, and I think he can kill the turn. No, okay. Sub micro is hard. Sub micro is hard, boys. There we go. Oh my god. He got it. All right. So he should be able to kill this lab and that max, which is actually kind of big. I mean, Raikoh can just funnel into Rag now, but still. So 2 destroyers working on the ship lab here. What up, Jimmy? I don't actually know if you should sub to me. I don't know how much I'll be streaming, but I just wanted to stream some of these scrims. Dude, this Puffin has 14 kills. Regardless, thank you, Jimmy. You're awesome. And destroyer versus frigate. He's gonna run in. I don't think this frigate gets it though, right? Yeah, there's dolphins backing up. So Raikoh got Narn's comm and is gonna be able to reclaim this, and they can just keep pushing. So Raghna's comm is here, but I think the lab dies, and I think bot might just fall. Chisato's gonna need to bring some puffins or something else over, but AT has puffins of his own, and they are working on these nettles among other things, and seaplanes are just so tanky. They can just face tank like, I don't even know, I think six or 7 shots from a nettle. And lab going down? Lab's going down. Can Raghna maybe last minute eat it 1%? Oh, he got it. That was pretty sick. I won't lie. He got it. It did not wreck, so they get the full refund of the lab back, which is nice. I think his commander is kind of in a sketch place, but Raiko's gonna just drop a super forward lab and then try to make units from there. His other lab that was here died. It hasn't been reclaimed, and that max hasn't been taken yet. So we'll see. And I love that Hells and Zao, they've just been here the entire 12 minutes. They're just chilling. They're just, you know, living their best lives, fighting each other. They're like, you guys can go win the game, fight other parts of the map. We're just gonna commit everything here. But there's 7, all right, I take it back. There's 7k reclaim here. They can't be anywhere else. But Pyro has res subs, and he's just eating. Resing or eating? I guess I don't have full control, so eating makes more sense. Zao has subs too, and there's a destroyer which is getting picked apart, but Hells has the superior ship count, so we'll see. And Pyro's eating all of that. Raghna needs to back off. It seems like South is completely lost, and we see Teddy with an army of herrings that pushed through, so Chisato's puffins probably can't. All right. That's a lot of sabers. They might be able to deal with these herrings. We'll see. Yeah, 8D is not scaling anywhere. Well, what is it? He's at what? 1.3. Chisato's at 2. Yeah, Chisato has, I mean, 22 title. That's a lot of title, and this is just perfect right here. So Rag trying to hold, and Chisato's gonna move out. So that is a lot of sabers. That is 16 sabers with a couple puffins. And does he have AA here? In terms of swarmer counts, what do you have? 25 swarmers versus 31 swarmers. So unless it's a real bad engage, I think Chisato's gonna have the fighter number, and maybe he can just overwhelm, but I guess we'll see. What else do we have here? Raghna pumping metal into Narn so they can get units out, and he's just gonna full commit into frigates. Raiko's here to repair. Where's Raghna's comm? Or Teddy's comm. Teddy backed off, so they're gonna backfill these mexes. Red is still ahead, and decisive battle. Hells does not have the AA, and all of AT's fighters are dead. So these sabers are just going to start shredding. It is interesting, actually. I don't know the stats. I should actually look at the stats between sabers and puffins. I feel like puffins would be better here, but maybe not. So Sabres can shred this. The one benefit of Sabres is that after they kill this, they can go find the land-based eco and just absolutely ruin it, whereas Puffins can't. AT apologizing to his team for letting them down without having enough fighters. It's a tough world out there. And yeah, I think the title spam is just a much better plan, all things considered. That's like 2.4k metal. I mean, that's basically half of the red team's energy production is just Chisato spamming titles and back. And he needs it anyway, right? Just because seaplanes are so E heavy. Raikoh pushing back. It's interesting that I feel like blue team is much more destroyer heavy and red team is much more frigate heavy in a lot of the fights that we see. It might just be a playstyle thing between the players too, I guess. Rags Calm might go down here. A lot of depth charges coming. He's juking, he's jabbing. He's taking damage. And Chisato is gonna bring all these Sabres bottom. Maybe not. And come hunt Raikoh ships here. So I don't think there's enough AA. All the herrings that were here before just died, and Chisato has 16 Sabres. Does he commit for the main base now? I think he might. More seaplane swarmers, but Chisato still has 47 swarmers. AD has 8. So I think this is just going to be an air superiority diff just because Chisato is so massive. And he's seen a bit of AT's eco. He has to know that there's some title in here, but Sabres are just gonna roll through here. The scary thing is that once they're on the land, even if the sea players want to help, they can't, right? That's a lot of nettles, but maybe too many Sabres. And these groups titles from Teddy are just gonna start chaining momentarily. So Sabres are in, and I think that might be game. This eco advantage, especially the energy advantage, is just going to be awful. And Zhao's able to recover top once Hells got ripped apart by the Sabres. There are nettles, but this is probably all that she wrote. So big takeaways from this. Well, we saw 3 lab. We saw, 2 lab versus 3 lab, right? We saw air starts for both, and then tidal farming versus wind farming. It feels like 8D was just slightly behind, but I mean, it's also hard to critique anyone's eco when they're against Chisato, just because Chisato is incredibly efficient with his eco. Maybe talking it out. I think they have to know the game is over. But GG, blame Teddy. That's right. If there's one thing, you know, anyone who's a newer player watching these should take away from this game, it's that you always want to blame your teammates. It's never your own fault. It's a critical part of bar play. Wait, but actually, what is the difference? Puffins are 1350 Sabres. So Puffins are tankier, actually. They just seem way better, right? I mean, they have more DPS, more HP. I guess they're slower. Are they slower? 270 versus 1. No, they're faster. So I'm curious why. I guess Chisato maybe wanted to raid land. I'm not 100% sure why he would want to do that instead of Puffins. Although, to be fair, sometimes torpedo bombers, the whole, like, they drop torpedoes and, like, hit the land instead of hitting the stuff in the water, it can be super tilting. So maybe that was why. So after that reset, Chisato is just going to go back and keep spamming seaplanes. He still has air superiority. We need more good fully Navy maps. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I haven't played Navy enough to give an accurate assessment of it, you know? But the parts of it that I've played in the games, the maps that you played on can definitely be frustrating for sure. Like the 7 rivers where your optimal gameplay is to just pork your lane and then make a jammer and then send all your metal to your C player. That's not super compelling gameplay. But I think, I know, I like Great Barrier Reef. This is Great Barrier Reef, yeah. I like Great Barrier Reef, I think it's fine. I'm not a big fan. What's the massive full navy? Deploria? I don't like Deploria for whatever reason. Yeah, Teddy recognizes, he's like, you just did not scale hard enough. But we don't see T2 from anyone, right? We have Teddy with the 10 nettle. Zao forward lap, he's still fighting first. There's still more reclaim up here. Hell's calm head gone down. And he's gonna push back slightly, but Zao has all the res subs in the world, so should be able to just res this entire wreck field up here and then send it back, which I assume will end the game if Chisato doesn't take it into his own hands first with 23 sabers. And Teddy dropped a lot of metal into anti-air, but now he's gonna get run at by Raghna's frigates, and they're gonna call it. They know it's over. So yeah, it turns out title spam in the pond is good. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Yeah, Chisato. 80 was relatively close. I mean, 80 was the 3rd richest person on a losing team, but Chisato was just so far ahead. So this is, oh wait, no, Pyro's not on that team, right? So this is almost a full team because it's PtaQ, Sheep, Teddy, 8D, Stardom. So if Pyro was swapped for Star or Sheep, that would be a full team. And then I don't even know who's on this team. I assume this is their full team though, because this looks like a full roster. This number of titles is bannable. Got him. Change map OP. Oh god. Six v 6. That's not. This is a 5v5 practice. That's 2 teams combined. What's up, Duna Dream? Wait, Randy, who's 2 teams? The Austin, Raghna, Narn, Chisato, Zao team? Why is the map pool so awful? I don't know if it's awful, it's just different. I think 5v5 on Rosetta is cool. I don't mind Great Barrier Reef. I don't mind Salt Reef? Whatever that map is called. Raghna on one team, Austin, Chisato, Zao on another. Oh, okay, cool. So that's 2 teams split halfway up. And we're starting. Man, we have seen some crazy cooked strats on Command Center. My favorite was what's that team? The Master Bell team trying to figure out if you comm detonate, does it create a tidal pool big enough? Because tidal on Command Center is like 70 or 80 or whatever it is, and so they're like, can we just comm detonate for more space? The ground is too hard and you cannot. 75. Tidal is 75. So these little guys right here, super important. A lot of times you see the people start here, drop the tidal, and then go, and it kind of smooths out your whole opening. But if you comm detonate, it doesn't get it deep enough. As I discovered, I did not know that either. Although I wonder if you could comm det in here and do it because it's already low. No, I guess we'll see. All right, so we have blue with 4/5 of a team. If Pyro was sheep or star, that would be a full team. And then, as Randy was so kind to point out to me, red team is half of two teams. So Narn and Raghna are on a team, and then Austin, Zhao, and Chisato are on a team. Spoders and the Vanguards. Yeah, I've seen a ton of, not a ton, I've seen, I don't know, 4 or 5 games on this map, and I feel like there's a lot of Recluse play and a lot of Vanguard play because the AGOs here are just so juicy and you want them, and the spiders just like climb up, come over, and then kill. And then Vanguards here because they can hide behind these. If you have a high trajectory Vanguard and put it like right here, it just shoots over that, and it's so annoying to dislodge. Even like bombers and stuff, there was one, it was like right here, and someone tried to lich it, and the lich bomb hit like that little edge and didn't even kill the Vanguard. It was like, okay, that seems cool. All right, so in terms of starts, what do we have here? Narn in front, so we're gonna see a boosted lab from Hells and Raikoh, and Narn is gonna be the sacrificial front door. Only one title. Yep. Deciding map on command center, yeah. Randy, do you know if you detonate a comm in the title in like the water up north and south, if you can make more titles in it? It kind of looks like maybe you can, but I don't actually know. What's a Wolverine? Does he mean the Artie? All right, so what do we got in terms of breakdown here? Just for my own. Only played this 1v1. Got it. Well, you don't self-D your comm for for 1v1s. All right, so what do we got here? We got Chisato as arm, Austin as arm, Zhao as core, Raghna as arm, and so 4 arm, 1 core. And on this side, we've got what? Arm, core. So 8 arm and only 1 core, which is funny. On the game we were watching earlier, it was 8 core and or sorry. Yeah, it was 8 core and 2 arm, and this is 8 arm and 2 core. But wind is pretty nice. I guess this is kind of a scent map too, right? I don't know. I guess we'll see. All right, so early titles are claimed, and then we've got 3 labs out of this side. And Teddy is not going to drop a lab. He's just going to walk for all these mexes. We see an air lab start from Pyro. So this is going to be 1 bot lab, 1 air lab, as opposed to the triple bot lab from this side. I mean, it is a wind map. I guess also you know where the titles are, right? So if you open Whirlwind, because 1 Whirlwind just snipes the title, I think. I don't know, actually. How deep is this? I think it does. I'm not sure. I guess we're gonna find out momentarily. Not sure. Yeah, but there's not, is there that much reclaim in mid? There's quite a bit. There's what, 1400? There's so much E reclaim. That's crazy, like 200k in E. They see the bomber and they ping it. Pyro gets pretty good vision here. Does he get... All right, so we got... Oh, and they immediately drop the air lab. He's gonna snipe a max, but Fig's gonna come back and kill him. We'd have to see if... I'm curious if like 1 Whirlwind can snipe a title, because that I feel like maybe could be worth it, just because you like so much of the early E is built into those titles that maybe you could just snipe it and then kind of e-stall the enemy team. What's max HP? 194. That seems, I guess that's not damaged. Yeah. 194, 189, and the title is 400. So no, yeah, it can't. I guess you could open 2 bomber, maybe you could snipe it, but that's so insane. Was that a medium trans? I didn't even see. Yes, these are the medium trans right here. which are very slow but insanely tanky. It's like 7 shots from a nettle, and they shred. Yeah, I'm curious if you can self-D a comm here and do it. I don't really know if it'd be worth it, but like if you were gonna self-D for like T2 metal anyway, I could see it being worth it. And if you can hold that side. So Teddy's gonna call T2 now at 3 minutes. It has to be a super early T2 map though, right? That's what I've seen from. Whoa. What is okay. Oh, Austin gets away. All right, he's on the wrong side of it, but he's walking, and Chisato is gonna drop on the clip. Can he walk? He can walk up. He's gonna bot lap up here. I'm not 100% sure about the strategy, but I'm excited to watch it. And Austin's calm. Oh, he gets the Centurion, so actually not too bad, but Raikoh or Hells can hug him and he should be fine. He's gonna drop the title just real quick, you know, just and then I'm not sure what he's gonna do here. On the other side we got 8D, just 8D versus Narn with just Scent and rocket bots. Yeah, he's gonna try to do a low down. All right, can he reclaim though? Oh my god, he can. It's a low. Look at that. The high to low ground reclaim right here is absolutely hilarious. Ooh, he is taking a few missiles, but I think he'll be okay. I mean, he's gonna eat most of it, right? Yeah, he ate most of it. I don't know if he actually got the D gun, but that is beautiful. So loses the comm. And he still has the lab up here. I wonder if it would make sense. Oh my god, Teddy. Let's go. I feel like it almost would make more sense to go Shell Shocker, but they're also kind of just garbage units, let's be real. All right. Pawns trying to push in, but there's a ton of LLTs here. And red team is really far ahead on eco. This wind farm, Raghna is, this man is a farmer. Good God, there is T1 botcons everywhere spamming. What? It can high trajectory and hit all this, can it? Or no? Yeah. Wait, is it? It's on high trajectory and it can't hit? What? Is that really too high? There's no way. Are you kidding me? No, it can. It can. Here we go. Here we go. Or no, it can't. Oh my god. Okay. But Teddy can he? What? Okay, Zao's taking that. All the pawns are still there. We are learning stuff about this map right now, boys. What's the range of? Yeah, he can't degun up there because it snaps. Can he build? He can he build up there? I guess he can't either. He's about to die to gauntlets. Oh wait, no, I take it back. We got whirlwinds coming from Pyro. They get the first nettle. There's a second nettle and he's almost killed the gauntlet. But this gauntlet can hit like literally half the map on that side. Pawns are gonna commit in on this side. And I think they can sneak through, right? They snipe. Oh, could have self-D'd that maybe. So pawns sneak through. They snipe that first little bit and they get the second set and they're in the wind farms. We got barbarians in the fields, boys. Barbarians in the fields. That recluse just, oh my god. That was brutal. So, turns out if you go early T2 and you have recluse, everything's good. Pyro snipes the Geo. and some of these pawns are going to come in here. So pawns in the back, I think, should be able to just clean up all of this. I think they just end the game, right? Like, man, this is one of those weird things with the high elevation maps and bombers, though, is where they're like high ground and then low ground, and it's super annoying when you're trying to micro them sometimes because they like drop down and then very slowly have to rise back up. Where to reclaim? They captured that, so Zau's gonna spawn out some pawns, but 8D, bring in the arachnids. Well, all right. They've got 6 legs, so they're technically not spiders, but they're spiders. They're spiders in our hearts, boys. They're spiders in our hearts. So they're gonna climb over. I think they should be able to kill all of this. Oh, I take it back. We got Raghna spamming out Webbers of his own. I'm sorry, Recluse of his own. And Recluse Weber coming for this other side. Metal advantage is actually not that big for blue team. And actually the eco advantage, I guess just they wind farmed so hard that they're still ahead. But if these Recluse can get in and start shredding this wind, it's going to be real bad. A lot of pawns come. There's a converter, not a title there. They turn 2 of their legs into missile launchers. Is that correct? No, the missile launcher's on the back. So Narn slowly pushing forward, and then we got all the pawns here, but I think Raikoh just wants to end this game. He's sputtering through bottom. Big plans of sputtering, boys. Big plans of sputtering. Zau has a comm here. There's no radar, so we can probably degun 1 or at least 2 of these, maybe. Can get close enough to get the second. Boom. Boom. I mean, I felt like it was over, but Red still has an eco advantage somehow. Even with losing like a bunch of room and titles and stuff. Narn taking some damage from ticks, but his comm has just been slowly walking forward with these Centurions and everything else, so he's doing relatively well here versus AD. There's no lab on the front, so all these T2 units have a really long walking path, which I guess is one of the main benefits of just kind of closer mid-forward lab. If you explode that. All right, so for future reference, that Adrio will hit that mid-mex there. So anything you build in mid needs to be on the other side of that mid-mex. Are there any other easy tells for that? Oh, there's no Adrio there. And no Adrio there. There's an Adrio here. So this Adrio explosion is just before those mexes, and I guess it kills the title too, probably. Okay. So we got hot spider on spider action. Feels like the console meta all those years ago. Are they going to transition into anything else? I mean, Raghna is still scaling, and all right, E has kind of balanced out a bit, but also it's because wind is lower. I guess when wind drops back up, yeah, I mean, when wind is high, they're still leading in terms of E production. So definitely tense. Let's see how it goes. Teddy says ideal time to bomb, and there is a lot of wind, so if they can start killing them, could work very, very well. Narn's comm is not long for this world, just gets completely surrounded by ticks and is gonna pop. And 2 to 4 comms. All right, so little lull in the action. Everyone's just chilling. Is that a respectable boys? I like the wind farm. The title works well. I need to actually go hop in a lobby in between games and see if you can self-D a commander and what happens if you do. Yeah, if these spiders can climb up and then snipe that actually is a pretty big boost. And snipers out of Raghna coming to just try to hold this mid choke point. Can you LPRC? Narnuk is quite the artist. He is. If you LPRC up here, it can't hit anything, can it? Because like the center is gonna block that, and those will block. So I feel like these high ground. I mean, I guess the LPRC can hit like that. But that's not super useful. You can get like 6 to 8 titles with self-D. Interesting. Okay. I could see that being a cool little, like, you hold the side and you want the, I know comms are so valuable in 5s that it's kind of hard to justify exploding them, but maybe if you like rushed aside and held it and you were going to do a fast frontline T2, you could like detonate and then drop the titles. OP spider spot. Sniper. I don't know where he pinged, but okay. Oh! He's bringing them up high. Actually, to be fair, these central platforms are OP sniper spots, aren't they? It's just on a cliff. Look at that. Look at that range. This is gonna be a self nuke into title farm. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I would love. Is this a core nuke? No. Okay. I would love to see that. I would love to see. Nuke. Isn't it faster? Can't you dig with fat boys? I don't know what the easiest way to dig is, but I mean, when wind is relatively high, they're still leading. They're only ahead in metal, I think, because they've upped. Well, they haven't even upped all these mexes. They upped their. Yeah, so they've upped the rear T2. Oh, okay, never mind. Game's gonna change when this bad boy's done. Austin coming up front. That's the second to last comm, so he needs to be kind of careful. And we see, ooh, that is a tightly grouped set of bombers. And I think they popped this Aegea, right? Oh, crossbow or chainsaw, almost done, but no. Boom. And Pyro, I think, seals the deal, and they just, I think they probably just call it here. Maybe not. That was basically their entire E advantage, and it's gone. Or it was a huge part of their E advantage, and it's gone, and now there's an Aphis. So I feel like we should be able to just see something like, and they see even more. They do have control of this hill with spiders. Are these Shellys or hounds? These are hounds. I won't lie, this guy is pretty cool up here, just sniping, sniping away. They see Austin down here, but those Shurs are going to do nothing versus Calm Recluse. Oh. Okay, okay. Pyro doing what he can to try to calm snipe this. And someone already left. I don't know who. Austin. All right, yeah, they are. They're bowing out. Everyone but Narn. Narn's probably AFK. Yeah, they heard the nuke fire. I didn't actually even see the nuke fire, but they heard the nuke fire and they said, all right, that's game. That's a big bomb? Question mark? So, yeah, wait, hold on. You can. Nuke didn't make a pool. No, it didn't actually. That's a good point. Hold on really quick. We're gonna hop back in that lobby, but I just want to see what the explosion radius for a commander looks like. Not that I don't actually think it'd be that good because you could only do it in mid, right? Although, you know what? The last time I saw someone try to do the comdet, it was oops. They weren't fully in the pool, they were just next to it. Oops. Hold on. So let's see. If we pick them up and drop. Oh, I can't pick up allied units. Really? What is it? Give arm comm? There. Oh, they can't pick them up, right? Because it's on. Duh. Wrong transport. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so if you're fully in, I still don't think you can. I saw him try to detonate on the side and it didn't work. Oh, can you not? You can't drop him in at all. Wait, is he on the edge and he can go down? No, right? Yeah, see, it just like does, the ground's too hard. But if you go right here, the slowest transport of all time. Dude, they're so slow. Yeah, it does. You're right. It's like super, super hard. So it's just, you can't really dig. That's what I saw them do. I was hoping maybe I could drop the comm directly in and that would work, but I'm guessing not. But someone in chat said if you do it here, you can actually self-D and do more. Trying to make a bigger pool. Yes, we are. I mean, hold on. You come up here and dig on that. Oh, I can't dig on it. I have to eat it. I mean, maybe you could eat it and then... Actually, that's, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, at 75E, that's actually a lot. If you wanted to self-D your comm for like a super fast T2, I think it could work, right? I mean, that's what? That's 600E for 740, but you do have to self-D it pretty well. What's up, Hells? I'm gonna hop back in that lobby. Hold on though. Good. That's not the right lobby. Oh, did it start? All right, it started. So, I don't know. I'm not super convinced it's a great plan, but it kind of works. Oh, sorry. I don't have any of my, hold on, I could actually maybe do this. Sorry, now I have chat and stuff on. I was doing my other recording, which is like no chat, no sound alerts. So sorry. I can probably replay that, or I can probably play that though for you, so you don't feel cheated. Bussin' for real, on God, no cap. Now that we've done that, I just want to let you know that I hate you, and I hope you never do that again. We got issues, boys. We got issues. We do have issues. Yeah, so interesting. Cool little part from here. So this is a map that I think the air lab start is a little bit more contested. Yeah, Pyro says air or no air. I actually saw Pyro on this map basically completely kill the enemy team with bombers. But we've also seen like I've seen a couple scrims from other teams where they just didn't, they're just like, we're just gonna open normal ground. I think part of it is like, it's such a small map the lanes end up like really narrow. It feels almost more like 8v8 than 5v5. And so you can do things like have whistlers or lashers in your army comp. I don't know. I guess we'll see. What's up, Hells? I just realized I've been muted this whole time. Hells, I'm sorry. I just now realized that I've been muted if you've been trying to talk to me. I am sorry.
No, I saw, so I was like, I'll wait till you notice me before I start. If I start coughing too much, I'm gonna leave again. I am still sick, which is annoying. Damn, dude. But
what are you sick with, or what happened?
I think it's just like bad allergies that have just traveled to my chest. And yeah, like not being in the country for 5 years, I've just forgotten all the pollen, and it's just kicking my ass.
Yeah, that's no fun. Yeah, I had corona like during the BPL cast, and that was miserable. I was pissed.
Yeah, that's... I'm hoping it's not corona, but I also just don't care if it is. It's not bad enough, but yeah.
How do you feel about this, Teddy? Share me one transport fast mine layer drop to kill Calm. If that actually happens, I'm excited.
Sounds like the cooking my team might do.
I'm ready. Right,
I'm down to see.
So we got what? Arm, core, arm.
So that was actually the first time we've had more than 2 players on our team in the same 5v5 practice. So, yeah.
Man,
and it's still only 4 of our team.
I feel like I've seen... Oh, hold on. Apparently you're very loud and I need to turn you down.
Yeah, feel free. Mute me, it might be an improvement.
Alright, I've turned him down. I feel like I've seen way more arm recently. I don't even know why.
Centurions are really in meta at the moment.
Yeah, that's true, but these are V-Labs though.
Then I have no idea. I mean, Janus is always broken, and the scouts are slightly better for arm. And I think a number of players just have arm as a preference, so like me, for example.
Yeah, that's fair. But we see, we see 4 arm bot labs, so no air, and a core V lab, and then we see arm bot, core bot, arm V, and then core air. So actually a decent lab mix. We see everything, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I do like how the other team is just 4 arm bot labs and 1 core vehicle lab, though. That's a good mix right there.
Teddy just discovered they can't lift mine layers? What? Really?
Well, again, good things to learn before the tournament. So.
Yeah, it's good he practiced it in a scrim. I did not know that, though. What?
Maybe you need the medium transport.
Oh! Wow. The mine layer. He drops...
Actually died. Oh man, I can see this is starting off great.
See, this is what happens, all right? You were laughing because he's too fat and too heavy and he can't get picked up, and it took a turn for the dark, all right? So just think about your words before you say them, Hells, okay? Think about your words before you say them.
I'll do my best. That poor mine layer, he didn't deserve this. The sort of...
Oh, can he capture it? Oh, Teddy was trying to sneak this calm while it was building. And now it's gonna back up.
You gotta keep trying. Trying again. Oh.
Yeah, but it's getting shot by ticks. To be fair, he's occupying a bunch of ticks, so they can't push across the map. But
ooh,
yeah,
does it live?
No, it gets caught.
It wasn't too bad in terms of time wasting. I'm not gonna lie, that last game, when I saw the 3 transports fly, it was like, oh, this could be a problem.
No, it was amazing. I don't know if you saw, but Chisato ate most of Austin's wreck. We were like, wait, can you get close enough? And then Teddy's gauntlet on low ground couldn't shoot high, which was hilarious.
Well, I couldn't even, like, my D-gun was getting up half the cliff. Like, it wouldn't even let me place a turret on the top.
Yeah, it's just, like, too far.
I was like, okay, that's good to know as well. was a little bit unlucky.
Narn versus Pretor.
I should have focused my AA fire on the comm transports faster. But it could have been a lot worse. That's all I took away from it.
Yeah, all things considered, you guys got away pretty easy.
So, have you bought into the Centurion meta?
Alright. I'm not gonna lie. Conceptually, yes, but if you've ever seen me micro Centurions, realistically, no. Oh, and Pretor might go down actually to descend. Is it gonna commit? Oh, he gets the D-gun.
None does the me mistake.
The classic. I think what's weird for me is like you almost have to use him. Oh, Pyro with the double bomber open. I actually like this, and he got pretty good scouting, so he sees where tons of air is.
Yeah, this is a devastating bombing run. I think Pyro is like currently one of the best air players in the game.
He's so good. I mean,
he has for active plays every game.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he's wrecked like 10 wind. Oh, I think he goes down here, but
I mean, it's a worthwhile trade.
100%. Yeah. He brings them back ahead, so blue team's ahead in Wind Eco now. So great job from them, or great job from Pyro. I think you can definitely get away with the bomber open on a lot of like the wind maps. He was saying though he's been trying the double bomber open on solar because people aren't used to getting bombed, and if you open double bomber, you can actually like pop solars, and so people will still group them.
Yeah. I mean, I think it definitely makes sense. As a person who does build everything in a very bombable way, Pyro probably loves seeing me against him. So it makes sense, and I think you can get away with it with a slider eco. You can do so much more faster. Someone has to suffer for your bombing run, but it's worth it.
And Chisato is actually kind of pushing just with these rocket bots against the Whistler, Shellshocker, Janus versus Raikoh.
Yeah, I don't think you're really going to see much success from Shellshocker into most bot formations. I mean, it's doing chip damage, but it's really difficult to actually nail anything down. Yeah. Even with Janus, because Chisato has micro, like, Chisato's a 1v1 beast, so you're not exactly expecting him to miss micro his rocket bots into Janus fire.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing too is just like the AoE difference. Like Wolverines have so much more AoE. I thought it was just reload and damage.
What is this?
What? I think we got questions. We got questions, boys. I don't know what the answers are. Was he trying to combo?
It was. Yeah, I think it was a combo. If Raikoh plays it horribly, he loses. But I mean, maybe he should have just not done it that way. I mean, if he eats the comb, it's not too bad. But this is the time where Janus has pressure now. I guess that Raikoh just okay. I mean, okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That was definitely a play.
Zhao has
an attempt at something.
It was an attempt at a play. He's got a concept of a play. So Zhao has his T2 out though, and ARM bots. I feel like I see a lot of ARM bot tech recently in like all these games. Do you feel like it's an actual favorite thing, or it's just like they had an ARM bot lab and they're just going to continue on?
I think it's more that it is just they had the ARM bot lab because of the Centurion meta. I mean, I'm pretty sure you still probably want vehicles if you can, vehicle tech too. But at the same time, I say that Recluse Weather is always going to be very strong. Not necessarily Hounds or anything like that, but the Recluse Weather is good.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's nice. And even on like maps like this, there's still just like all the little hills and stuff that you can abuse, which is nice.
Even in just straight firefights, like, as long as they can't run past you with Recluse Weather, you are probably going to trade better than them.
Yeah, that's true.
There's very few bots that trade better than you.
Ooh, Austin almost perfied himself. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's definitely fair. Oh, we got to pause. Raikoh was lagging. No, it's kind of a sad state of Hounds, I think. You know, it's like, I feel like Hounds, unless you can really abuse their speed, they just feel so bad compared to Recluse.
I think what's funny is the best tech against Recluse is a fat boy. I have been buying into the fat boy hype train recently, which is probably why I'm at my lowest TS ever.
You're picking up what Zhao's been selling.
Yeah, I've been buying into Zhao's gameplay, and I think Hounds just... I don't know, I had a game yesterday where I had Hounds facing T1 tanks, and my Hounds just missed every shot. Like, I had 15 Hounds with like 20 tanks, and I was doing no damage. Like, I don't get how this unit can be failing me so bad.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I don't know, it's hard because it's like, all right, you're fighting fast stuff, so you switch to whatever it is, Goss, but then like you lose the AoE and you lose damage, and it's like,
yeah,
like, is it really worth it? I don't know. Yeah, okay, this just
and the thing is, a lot of people never switch off whichever one they've chosen, but yeah,
yeah.
Gauss is the fast fire one, right?
Yeah, Goss is the fast fire. Raikoh, let me rebuild my 2 towers, you cheater.
Yeah.
This is
the thing, you can't really hold those rocket bots with just...
Yeah, with just units.
I mean, he should be in a better position because of everything that happened, but... Honestly, nah, actually I say that, he's fine, he just needs to be able to go. But the comm is scaring him. Like, he has as many tanks as there's rocket bots, so he's actually winning. But he probably doesn't feel that way because he just sees Chisato's rocket bots not decreasing.
Raghna ate his army and just went straight Sala too, with the classic pool Sala. It's gonna have this one that's raiding.
Need to trade the... Oh, that's...
I might need help
now.
ping. That's my. I might need help followed by your comm immediately dying. The 8v8 classic.
Yeah, that's definitely a. I do need help ping now. I don't think that these salamanders even matter. These Centurions rocket bots are gonna go straight through.
He ate a bit of that one comm with the resbot that he had, but oh, he has a resbot right below. If that can just come up, he can get it. I feel like only AD is doing well. Wait, where's... Oh yeah, Pyro's
AD's in a good position. Oh, AD's comm is maybe doing a... Okay, no, he's gonna pull out. AD kind of needs to not hold this line though. Like, Raghna is so weak at the moment and he's got way too much just...
Yeah, if he just ran at him, he could maybe get stuff done. Raikoh with the huge stout ball though, look at this. He might be able to just kill Chisato, right?
Well, that's the thing is, the rocket bots can't deal with the start wall, so as long as he can get past this commander, if he can't get... No, it's too dangerous. But now Austin's in an awkward position, but... I'm not sure how they're gonna deal with these... Oh, okay, the AT's moved over fully now. No, they should be secure. AT has a lot of units, by the way. Like,
yeah, he is cooking.
A lot of units.
He's just sending everything out, and he just needs to keep pushing, right? I mean, there's nothing in front of him. He basically should be able to kill it. Pyro's calm.
Pyro lives on the snipe.
He was so close.
Yeah, I was like,
dude, Brutes got in though.
Oh,
they snuck past. So anyway, and there's no.
That should be game. That should be game.
Yeah.
I was to say, like, now that they're through, there's nothing. The air player doesn't exist, so.
Yeah, and there was arm anyway, so.
And Austin's tech 2 probably dies. Yeah. Eco's gonna get wrecked. This looks like game over. Which is honestly wild looking at these two teams versus each other.
Yeah.
Not the direction I would have expected. I guess it just did a really good timing on Tech 2.
Yeah, I definitely think he did. And I think Raikoh splitting, like getting those stouts in and then splitting. I mean, he's basically just going to kill like 3 players so far, right? I mean, he shredded all of Chisato's.
They're not going to stop him. It's one more than 12 stouts.
Oh, he got citizens arrested though. Raikoh just crushing. Yeah, I think the T2 maybe was too greedy from Zhao. Or maybe the T2 and the Sala combined was too greedy, I think.
That would be my take on it. Because I don't think these Salamanders actually did anything. And 8 had so many units. Like, they killed, what, 2 Mexes and 1 Salamander finally snuck in now.
Yeah.
So it's probably a mixture of both. Or
My
maybe
t-
they just played on the wrong side of the map, because Chisato had a really good position, but he only had 12 rocket bots. So it's like a fake. It's a lie.
yeah. No, it was. It's like radar dots, but they're not that scary. What happened?
Yeah.
I thought we lost. Raikoh snuck past Chisato and just killed everyone. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like after the Sala energy nerf, it's just it was just enough to make them like not feel quite as viable on like those puddle maps. Like I think you can still make it work on like Hades Ponds, not Feast of Hades, where you can sneak them through the water and then like just like pop up into eco. But I feel like if you make them and they're trying to skirmish versus other units, it's hard to hit a critical mass where they just like roll them over unless there's a huge mistake, you know?
And maybe it's one of those units that you have to commit into. So instead of going for the PtaQ, they put the eco into the salamanders. So you actually have a ball of 15, 20 of them rolling out. That might be seriously difficult to deal with, but
it is. I will say it is nice, like when you hit that mass, because it's like you can't spam at them. You know what I mean? Because they just kill them. You can't shuri them, you know, and with the move def, they're great. You know, like they run up hills, they run through ponds. Like if you can hit that critical mass, they're really scary. But no, I think you're right. I think that the puddle tech, like the puddle 1.5 tech with the T2 tech was just like way too much. And Pyro at the beginning definitely set him back too. That double bomber open fucking shredded eco.
Yeah, that might also actually have more of an impact than we realize, because it was 2 frontline players and half a backline player got damaged by that bombing run.
Yeah.
Maybe if Chisato has more eco, he has more rocket bots, more pressure. You don't know. So hello, PtaQ.
PtaQ is in here? Oh yeah, PtaQ is in here. Yeah. My team is impeccable. Wait, why isn't PtaQ in the game? Oh, PtaQ is in the game. All right, here we go.
Oh my god.
Narn had...
Now we could actually have all 5 if I outback him, but...
Oh yeah, you would, right? Yeah, you swap Pyro. Wait, who's the... Oh, 8D, or not 8D. Stardom is the other person, right? Who is in here?
Yeah.
Wait, who's on the...
Sheep isn't, yeah.
Or yeah, Sheep, right? Who is on the Narnuk Raghna team? Do you know? Who else is on the team?
I definitely do know, but my brain is like a sieve at the moment. Wait, who's on the Chisato Zao team?
PtaQ says Blodier is on that team. So Narn, Blodier, Rag, and who else? I don't know who was on the Chisato Zao team.
Oh, you're right. Hang on. I have a replay. I have replays of this team.
Oh, Randy knows what's up. So Randa says Randy.
Raghna, Blodier, in the club, Narnuk, Happiness. And then I don't know the others. Raghna.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Has Ragheki been on a team for Omega Series before?
I don't think so. I think he only came up like right when the last one was happening. If not later.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess you're right, actually, now that I think about it. Can't even remember.
I will say that having played 2 games with him, he is pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, he's one of those...
Were you here?
No, he's...
Were you here when the bar Jesuses had the 8v8s? You had all 4 of the 60+ players.
Yeah, I was the poop player in all those games. I was also laughing with JT because I played in I think 5 of those games, and I went 1 in 4 in those games. It just got we just got dumpstered. I was like, I am fucking dragging everyone down. And then immediately after I played Glitters, and I went 4 in 1, and I was like, that's it. I'm just a Glitters main now. Just a rotato shitter.
How mighty have fallen.
All right.
To be fair, my recent match history is not looking too hot. I can relate.
Yeah,
I'm just here to sabotage Non's 50 TS. As long as that man loses his 50, I'm doing my job.
Wow. It's a little hostile there, Hells. Yeah, wait, why can't you, is the no airdrop intentional?
I have no idea. That is beyond my knowledge.
I know it's beyond my, yeah, I don't know. I feel like sometimes changes in bar happen where I'll be like, oh, that's a bug. And then someone will be like, oh no, like that's intended. I'll be like, oh, okay, never mind.
I could see that being intentional because it does open up a lot of nonsense that you could have to deal with.
Oh, thank you for the raid.
It is one of those things that they really should say.
Yeah.
It is one of the issues. Sorry, as I'm slowly getting worse. Yeah, it is one of the issues that has happened where like changes happen and no one knows about it until you find it out.
Yeah, until it like happens to you in game and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Oh, Happiness is here. Is Mitvit on the team?
He probably is. Sadie finding out about ticks walking up the
Amazing.
Thank you.
It is funny when that happens. It's also really fun and like I was talking with, were you in Discord? I guess you probably weren't, but Barcast at like 45 OS didn't know what set target was. And I was like, are you fucking with me right now? He's like, no, dude. I was like, what the fuck? Like everyone in Academy chat was like, you have to be trolling, dude.
I remember when I was like still climbing and my chat was just like, please set target as your main for right click. And I was like, I don't want to learn a new key. It's fine. I'm like, look, it'll make sense.
Whoa, you're like breaking up. Hold on.
It might be my internet. Sorry.
No, you're good. Like you started going really serious, and then you, I don't even know.
My mic.
Yeah.
My mic dies. Sorry, I'm on the worst mic known to mankind. So.
Dude, it can't be worse than
my bad.
Not to throw Barcast under the bus again. Every tournament that I cast, everyone else is at like 75 to 65%, and Barcast is at 200% with gain boost on too. And every fucking time they're like, "Can you turn Barcast up?" I'm like, "No, I fucking have tried so hard. I've done everything I can." That man just whispers, and like in sound check, I'll look, and he's like has the same decibel, and then as the game is progressing, he's like, "Yeah, this is happening, and he just like moves away from his mic. I'm like, dude, could you just like tape your microphone to your mouth so you don't get so quiet?
He's just gradually moving further and further.
All right, can we get this bad boy started? Let's go.
No. Yeah, just to suffer with me.
Where the boys at? Wait, Happiness is on that. Oh, here we go, a little ATG. I will say 5v5 all that glitters is kind of entertaining to watch.
Yeah, I have fortunately not seen any game go late game, which makes me more inclined to play it. But I still have some serious reservations about it.
I'm hoping that because it's in the pool, we can get like the Smile Ape clans to like put teams in, just because I think it'd be awesome.
It would be nice to see them play, but yeah, we will see. I mean, the more people that play, obviously, the better. But I think they're going to be very hard pressed on every map that isn't this map.
Are there any
but
maps?
It would be nice.
Are there any maps in the pool that you don't like?
About half of them, but
the only one, and it's really funny, I don't even know why I don't like it. I just don't like Charlie in the Hills. I feel like I've never had a good game on it. I don't know if that's like a skill issue from me, but yeah.
It seems to be a very swingy map. It has too much reclaim, in my opinion. A lot of these maps seem to just have wild amounts of reclaim and like
that's
crazy imbalance things on them, which I personally don't like. It's probably fun to watch, but I'm vaguely against it. I personally hate Salt Reef. I cannot win on that map no matter what I do. So I hate sultry.
I don't know. I'm used to it in AV8, so I don't really mind it that much. Some of them, I don't know. It's one of those like weird, like asymmetrical lane map things, where it's like you have like the imbalance lane. And I feel like those maps, a lot of times, unless you're with a bunch of good players, they just end up like kind of shitty, It's like the Sector 318. I just hate that map because there's just the one dude who just gets fucking steamrolled every time, and whoever's in that position, you're like, have fun, dude.
3 minutes into the game, let's just go next. But that's just the last time I played him. Someone connects super lane partner, and he's lost his entire base to 3 ticks. And I'm like, it's gonna be a great game. He just unspawned. I somehow doubt we're seeing them up here, but it would be funny.
Should probably tell people I'm streaming.
Nah, true. But I don't think any... There's no real team, is there? Yeah, these are just meme teams.
These are... Yeah, they're not... They're they're combination of teams. But still, I want people to know, just so. I cast a bunch of the Spud, which is like the Stud and then the P1 like combo team, with like Lovish and those guys. And they're in a public lobby, and I was like, oh, let me just hop in and cast them. And then they hopped in another lobby, and I hopped in that, and so I cast them those games, and I put them on YouTube. And Sargeras was like, yeah, so that was a private lobby, and I was like, what? And I forgot, because as a streamer, when I join games, I don't need a password for them. I just knock my, kick the door in like the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah.
So I'm just uploading scrims, private scrims on YouTube. I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. If I need to take anything down, let me know. I didn't even think about it.
Well, Volshuk, we're going to be contacting you later this week about a job opportunity.
Oh, yeah, we got... I'll see what I can do. No, I would never. UD and back.
Integrity.
Oh, here we go. All right, let's see. What do we got here? We got some core bot, arm, core.
I think on this in 5v5, it's wrong to think about these as tech spots or anything.
Yeah, I mean, really, you're just backfilling maxes.
Yeah, because of eco share. It doesn't matter who does it.
Yeah, it's also just Glitters has so many fucking mexes. It's just insane. I feel like if you're spawning in back, your whole goal is make 10 VCons. Just fucking cap every mex.
Yeah, just run forward, take as much as you can. I've seen a number of ideas here, and I've not figured out what I think the best style is on this map, because some people have players, I'm going to draw on happiness, go backwards, and they play this as the lane, and then this dude is just the air player, and he just sits there and does his air stuff and doesn't move out of that position, and then each lane just plays like a standard lane. And you have other ones who will do this sort of split, and Chisato will take all of the back mexes and not bother.
Yeah.
The others just go forward. And I've sort of figured out which is actually better, but I do think you really want an air player on this map from what I've seen. Well, it is so helpful to have shurikens.
I don't know. I feel like it's so narrow. I feel like if you can survive the damage from a 1 or 2 bomber opening, you're going to be able to just grossly outscale the air player, right? Because if you have VCons tapping all these back mexes, then all these front players just take everything that's in front of them. Chisato takes everything behind. And then I feel like by 5 or 6 minutes, you should be pretty far ahead, no? Assuming that you don't lose all your wins to 2 bombers or something.
Yeah, well, that's the question is, how is it going to play out? And it seems early game harass is also super important, and whoever takes the least damage or does the most with it wins.
So in terms of labs, we have core bot, arm V, arm bot, core bot, and then arm V, core V, arm bot, and arm bot. So a lot of arm bots, but we see every single lab, which is actually nice. I like that we see that diversity even in 5s.
Yeah, it's a nice setup. I have noticed though that a number of teams seem to sack the Canyon player. They just,
as is tradition.
they like try to play up to the entrance of the canyon, and then just gradually get pushed back and just hold on these points. And I don't know. I saw a game yesterday where I think Kuchi was playing canyon, and he just sat building ticks for the entire game. I was fascinated by it.
That does not sound super enjoyable to me. Wait, AT has the scout, and it like scouted and then backed off?
He's got a bomber going in onto Austin.
Yeah, let's see.
Win.
I mean, he gets 6 wins.
Flying over an AA bot.
But I mean, 6 win for one bomber. What is the break-even point, you think, for a T1 bomber?
It's very hard to judge, but it looks like he's going to get at least 6 more, yeah.
Oh, dude, if he can hit Chisato's.
And Chisato's got no AA, so this is going to go through.
So 6 wins.
No, he has 1 AA.
Oh my god.
8?
Okay. Yeah.
And he gets another one?
Does he?
I think he's broken even.
Yeah, more than broken even. Does he get? So he dies. Gets one more. That was like, dude, that was beautiful. That was awesome.
But all they did is equalize the M income and the other T or the E income.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's what I was saying though, is like, cause like, think of like, look at Chisato's, I mean, look at Chisato in the back, right? He's got 6 VCons, making 60 E a second. He's already taken, they've basically taken all these mexes, and now it's just a wind farm, and he can just like completely pump the team up.
I really like how Chisato's playing this, actually, where he's only taking 2 players' lanes, and then Raghna have still taken their respective lanes, and he's just switching into the battery position. Well, I don't know if I really like it, but it's very efficient.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely gonna be able to pump the team, but Mitvit got in here, dude. Johannes with the pawn and back sniping things, and if he can you get this mix? I mean, there's a nano there. Yeah, he's getting a ton with this pawn, which is great. No one's able to come back. This is the one thing where it's like stuff like that when you don't have Shuris is so frustrating.
Yeah, and now you see Shurikens coming in and messing with the other side so that the raid can maybe do more.
Yeah.
Problem is Zal's kind of struggling because he went Whistler. Oh no, Teddy's AFKing his grunts.
No, Teddy, bring him forward.
All in this full shock, and Chisato's team is 700 E income ahead already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm still, it's funny because I've seen the bomber start, like I've seen air starts do well. I guess maybe if you can also like, if you can guarantee to kill wind, and maybe if you can abuse transports, but it feels like a lot of times you end up so far behind on eco.
The thing is, I will say this feels really bad to play from their side. Like mentally, I would hate to be in Raghna's position. You're just seeing units running into you. You're not taking off of your mexes. You're just feeling like, damn, this is not fun. While the other side is completely secure on their ground mexes, they're just a little bit slow in taking them.
Right.
And I'm not sure about this call by Teddy. Like, I'm not sure. Like, I feel like you really want to centralize it.
Rag does sneak some ticks in. Maybe snipe a few of these mixes, and Raikoh with the frontline I don't know.
Ooh, there's this wild miscommunication, I think, going on there.
Yeah, right? I mean, we have the ARM T2. There's 3 T2 labs? I do T2, like...
I guess I wanted to centralize T2. This way, everywhere gets a T2 lab.
What's crazy is, like, the red team hasn't even dropped a T2 lab yet, have they? Right? They're all...
I think it's because they were under a lot of pressure, and they probably felt like, if we go T2, we might just die now.
Teddy piece. The time-honored FFA.
But now we're going to see some counter raids back, and...
I think...
Probably not going to do anything.
Yeah,
nice trades, though.
The Shuris can't really do too much regardless, right? Because Chisato has figs now, so... Maybe
Raikoh just saw.
3 labs OP. He's like, what the fuck are we doing?
Look, I mean, if it works, they're in a great position.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. And they're all
They
different
are currently
labs, right?
5k ahead. Yeah, and they're 5k metal ahead if you look at metal produced, assuming not too many labs have been eaten. They are ahead in the M. Down in E, but ahead in M. Ooh, but this is a big run through, yeah. Kind of difficult to stop these. That's 5 in sizes, but kind of difficult to stop them. Gonna lose at least 5, 6, 7 maxes, probably.
Yeah, for Raghna, Ragna's gonna micro him now. But Jags are out now, so actually...
Yeah. The question is, are Jags worth using? I've seen...
Dude, I don't
especially
know.
in the club's team doing Jag Rush on this map, and every time they just get stopped by T1. And it's like,
that's my main issue. Like, I feel like you just see that so much. It's like, if you're fighting, if they don't make Brutes and Janus, you know, like Brute, Stout, Janus, you're okay.
Yeah.
And the Jags just shred. But it's like, if you run into a ball of Stouts, it's like, the Stouts just out trade the Jags. And then you're like, all right, sweet. Like, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
Just wait for Pounders to come out, and your Jags are just completely useless. I mean, if they realized that, like, Zal's flank is completely open and went straight down there, and somehow his comm isn't in position either, they could do a lot. But I feel like, ooh, okay, I guess doing Mausers behind this would be nice. They might have enough of a tech advantage to do something big, yeah. It's possible, but... I don't know. But this is what I've seen, is like the canyons are just the most AFK lanes to mankind.
They're just Bing chilling, man. Bing chiller.
Correct.
Don't judge the Bing chillers, alright? They're living their best lives. No, they don't. Jags have less range.
I mean, you can, but then, like, how long does it take to
Jag
get
is
more
320
Jags
and a Brute is 350.
And at that point, they bring out Mausers and your Jags die, or they're Bulls and Tigers and you just die. So, Jags are good if you're gonna get a run through, but, like, at the moment, these Jags are doing nothing. But it's the Mausers that are gonna do something, and then maybe the Jags can do something.
Yeah,
we do see...
I was just gonna say, like, this scale, like, look at Chisato's scaling now. You know what I mean? Like, he's that, like, look at that E. Once the wind starts to pick up, look at that E production difference. It's fucking crazy. I mean, there's almost a few. Well, they're building a fusion. AT's making one, but like that, this backline scaling is just obscene.
No, Teddy, your spy bot. Oh, and Chisato saw it immediately. I didn't want to talk about the spy bot sneaking around in there, but he showed it up. But yeah, I think the thing is, so you like see this, and it's wild scaling. Even the mechs is almost full tech 2 already.
Yeah.
But this does give the other team a window. Like, how do they actually stop a concentrated tech 2 push?
Yeah, I mean that front push, but. Even then, like, I feel like if these Jags were Bulls, it'd just be so much better. I don't know.
Yeah, they're just so AFK though. Like, this push should have gone through. The 5 Bowsers should have been pushing this whole time. There should have never been any AFK. And so this gives them time. Oh no, the Spider-Man stopped the factory. Oh, that's very, very sad.
Ran in and got caught. But push is coming in now, so we got Jag
It's
Pawn behind
happening.
it. Yeah.
They're dying to a flamethrower tower.
That's the problem, dude. They're so fragile. Jags are just so fragile. It's just so annoying.
They're only good against bots. That's how I feel. Like, you only want Jags if you're against bots. But as soon as there's like any other vehicle, you don't want them anymore.
Raikoh does have this bot here. Although I feel like because the ecos are so spread, nuking isn't even super valuable, is it? I guess
no, nuking isn't great, especially against this. I mean, if Chisato gets these Aphis up and you nuke them, sure, but like in this game, say no. You either need to kill them now, or you need to like break the entire front line, because you are outscaled horribly at this point.
Austin is
It's going
kind
to
of
be
in a pickle.
difficult.
Yeah, dude, Austin is in a pickle here. Raiko's like, give me a hug. All right, now that you're dead. Now that we've hugged it out.
I think they've overagreed.
No, I agree, yeah. Does he have Shuris or anything that can bail out Austin? I mean, Austin's about to get rolled by Raikoh. Like, here comes the pawn and everything else.
I mean, this is Fiends and Grubs. One's not gonna do nothing. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the GRX loading could spin the herd.
He's still gonna...
Again, they have the eco to make enough units to survive, but are they going to take more damage?
Yeah.
I don't think enough is going to happen. I mean, Chisato's airdropping Janus. I mean, the push ran out already because they just took too long.
Did he get the...
And I didn't have the Janus, by the way. Like, those Mouses were first, they could have busted this whole front line, but instead, they just piecemeal attacked everywhere and nothing happened. And now they're just half eco and can go next.
Raikoh is going to get the reclaim, I think, for most of this. He's got the 2 grave robbers eating everything, so hopefully he's okay there. Or I think he's okay there. I guess we'll see. What are these pings? Oh, he's pinging that they haven't upped all those rear T2 maxes. Ah, yes, Chisato in his native environment. Just Aphis spamming in the back. Seems good, seems good.
I'm trying to figure out why he self-D'd these wins instead of...
I thought maybe they got bombed or something, but did he self-D them? Do you know? Is that what happened?
I'm like 90% sure. I can't see how other units got here, but I could be wrong.
Oh, here we go. The sumo push. And Teddy says we can go T3. To be fair, if they can have a decent T3 push, like a strong Shiva push before Chisato's Aphis farm comes online, I think it's going to be good. But, dude, it feels like they are falling behind in eco. I mean, just look at the wind farm difference between Austin.
There's over a million. It's 1.5 million energy gap between the two teams at the moment on E-produced. And the waste is not enough to differentiate it.
Yeah, that's brutal.
And the thing is, now everyone's going to start losing because the other lane, so you see Austin putting his eco into units, and now Raikoh has to start falling back. I mean, maybe the Starlight push does enough here. It's possible, but we see some snipers coming out. And this is without Chisato playing. Chisato is not involved in this game other than eco. And he's cancelled his 1 Aphis, so we could see him switching on soon.
Do you think? Yeah, I feel like if you just like 2 Aphis Shiva, 2 Aphis Mara. I really don't like Maras on this map. Zao and Pyro got some slight issues here. Looks like this pushes. Yeah, I mean, this is Tick Starlight, right? That's a fucking shit of nightmares if you aren't prepared for it.
Raghna's just flanking though.
Oh, good point. Yeah, Happiness isn't really. Oh, Happiness is moving in with that push, but he can come over and should be fine. The real question is, when do you think is Chisato going to come online now? He hasn't thrown down another.
He had 20 ticks in there and he killed the converters and killed all these ticks.
Teddy with the termite. Oh, yeah. Gonna immediately get degunned, isn't it? I had to say something. Yeah, okay. All right, cool.
It was a good round termite. He did about as much as a termite can.
Scuttle. Oh, no. Wait, are these uncloaked scuttles?
Cooking,
wait, is that cloaked or not? I can't even... Oh, it's cloaked, okay.
Austin is cooking away in bot side. Because he's got everything secure.
A lot of cooking. This is a chef in a kitchen. Oh, Chisato gave a bunch of those units, that's why. Because he gave all those Janus to Austin.
Yeah. So Chisato made some air to make sure they're safe from air. Because I guess that's like the only thing he's really scared of is like surprisingly a Tech 1 bombing run on all of his eco would be devastating.
Yeah, I mean if they could just start shredding that, and I mean they are in Rosa too, but that's like the perfect like if the air player's good and they like split bombers and just like start ripping apart stuff. Teddy with the use units call. Okay, Teddy.
I think what's wild though is when you look at what Zal has. He has nothing. His flank has been open this entire game. It's wild to me.
No, dude, don't you remember? Or like 10 minutes ago, he was like Teddy Peace, and they signed the great peace accord of all the glitters.
Is true.
Right?
That is true.
It's just how it works. Duh.
I forgot about that. My bad.
Listen, a man's word is his bond. Oh, and I didn't even see. Here come the Shivas from Raikoh.
It's definitely an issue, but I mean, snipers are gonna be fine, and Recluse, whoever, well, it's just Recluse, are pretty much gonna kill everything else here.
Yeah.
Okay, AT tried to scout, but he ain't seen nothing there.
Yeah, I mean, they just... What's crazy is... Well, I mean, they've actually seen quite a bit. They have pretty good vision of most things. I don't even know how they have vision that good. What? Alright.
Raghna's sniper push is just currently murdering both mid lane players.
You know what, though? They see the nuke.
Wait, they saw the nuke?
Yeah, look at AT's vision. They got, it's like just at the edge. They actually spotted it. So we'll see.
Oh, I mean, I guess they are mostly anti-nuke now.
Yeah, they could do some corners. Oh wait, no, that's covered. No, they're full. Yeah, they're fully covered, aren't they?
Okay. There's just the only weaknesses up in the top corner. Yeah.
Raikoh with the Shiva card push.
This is actually a problem now for Raghna. Raghna just got collapsed on.
From every direction. Pyro's bringing tigers in though, but Tixon from Happiness just flooding in, and those snipers don't have anything to do with them. They're doing pretty good work versus the Shivas though.
To be fair, I mean the push is over, and when you look at the armies from either side, Austin comes over. Kind of just not gonna have anything happen. Oh, bombing run to try to kill the snipers. Close, killed half of them.
It's a cute play, but here come. Oh, are we gonna see a little Fig engagement here?
I think AT actually comes out ahead, yeah. But those sides pull off.
Yeah, because they pulled off. And I mean, it's also ARM T1 versus Core T1, right? Core T1, I think.
But at the same time, you look back and you see Chisato and he's flip the Aphis. Like,
look at this lab. Can we just briefly talk about this lab placement? Maybe. The T2 lab? The T2 right behind the T3 right in front of it.
Oh, nice, yes. That is efficiency. That is classic HellsHound. I can clearly see Raiko's been playing with me recently.
Picking up some good sets.
That's the stuff I do.
No, I mean, you're right though. Like, Chisato basically hasn't been involved in this game, and he is huge.
At the same time, Teddy is scaling up pretty nicely. He's getting his stuff going. Because he's also not really involved, and Zal's kind of just chilling, building defenses. I wonder if you
Raikoh has katas and Shivas and Kargs. Like, the sniper counter is gonna fall apart real quick once the katas get in range and can start just shelling. Although I think it's on.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely causing some damage now, and if you brought this other catapult forward and more Shivas, that would be really difficult to deal with.
But Austin's coming in from the side now to collapse, so a lot of welders.
I'd say this is their last chance. If they don't get a meaningful breakthrough here, it's not going to get better from this game state.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you can see Chisato's direction, yeah. He is about to switch himself on.
Oh, yes.
Yes, the classic defensive nuke. That is actually something that people forget about.
I mean, it worked, right? It totally kind of reset that push. And wow, Zhao has an army of resbots back here. He is just going to pick everything up. Needs to be careful, though. I mean, if that Kata fires into that resbot ball, they're all going to die.
Wait, who's spamming turtles? That's what I want to know. Who was it? Who built these turtles that I see being raised?
Wait, what? Where are they?
Look, let's look behind the resbot. They're currently raising the further turtle. Who was it?
Zhao has a bunch of them. I don't know. That I've got. Yeah.
Somebody's building turtles out here.
Zhao? No. I don't know why anyone would ever make turtles, but okay.
They have some niche uses with the AA. They're like the new salamander, just more expensive and less cool.
And slower.
But
and worse.
Okay,
like every conceivable way. You're right. Yep. Okay. Oh, massive tick palm push though. So here we go from Mitvit coming in.
And the generator. That's over. The thing is, these catapults are starting to get
scary.
More catapults are growing in number.
And Raghna's column goes down. I mean, his eco is there. It's going to be exposed, but here come the Roughnecks.
Chisato's coming, yeah.
Yeah. And there is not enough AA here. Wait, does AT have... AT is still just... He just has a T1 fighter wall, so... This is going to... I mean, they should have air superiority, right? They can at least
They
set this
definitely
back.
need to retreat now. Wait, wasn't the other side turtles?
That's right. If you're a new player and you're watching, this is just proof. In all your AV8 games, time to spam turtles, boys. Time to spam turtles.
Teddy said turtles OP, and if you can't trust Teddy, who can you trust?
That's right.
I mean, I honestly don't know. This just looks doomed. They just gained air superiority.
Yeah, I mean, all those figs are dead. That is terrifying. We're going to need a lot of flak trucks coming out soon, but Chisato is still...
To be fair, all of that, blue team's ahead on eco. I just don't know how they're going to stop these Roughnecks.
I mean, they should be able to flak truck and T1A. Oh, the calm snipe was beautiful. But T1A coming out, flak truck's coming out, and T2 figs coming out now, so maybe they can get a little bit more done. I'm new.
Maybe they're fine. Maybe they're fine.
Someone says, I'm new. Are we trolling about turtles, or is this actually a thing? It's not a thing. It's not a thing. Please don't make turtles. Please don't make turtles.
No. Teddy has endorsed turtles, so... You know what? Give turtles a try.
Okay.
Try a turtle today, and if you think they're good... Get back to it.
Do not, under any circumstance, listen to HellsHound. Do not make turtles. Alright, so we got, what, 2 comms? 2 comms on each side, actually, so these kind of leveled up. Raikoh has a massive Grave Robber ball, too, and I think he's going to be able to res most of this. And it feels like Chisato sort of threw... Okay, never mind, that's a lot of liches. What the fuck? Jesus.
I think Chisato's identified a... opportunity.
Yeah, I mean,
I would like to see this nuke again.
Wait, do they know? Where's the other comm though? Do they know? There's 2 comms. There's Teddy's comm and someone else's.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know where the other comm.
Happiness is here. What, dude? What are these wind blocks from Happiness? This is like
he's believing
the airplane. Yeah, they're never gonna push into us. They don't see, but they only know where Teddy's comm is, right? I don't think they know where anyone else's comm is.
I don't think they saw Happiness, but they might have possibly when the fight happened.
Alright.
To be fair, I just want to see this nuke in exactly the same place again. Just tell them to go home.
But Raikoh is putting in tons of work, and he was jugging. I mean... Comm counts are low. I feel like this might be one of those things where you can just take a jug and just run it into their eco and self-D it and win the game. But
you could definitely go for it. I mean, a jug down this flank at the moment does look very strong.
I don't know.
To be fair, anything down this flank that has any number of units looks very strong to me. I think we might see anti-nuke EMP'd Oh.
Oh boy.
No, that's not good news for this front base. That's pretty bad. But,
Does
the
it
tech
kill?
push is
I
coming
think so,
through.
right?
Don't
Let's
kill the
see.
lamb.
No,
Don't kill
Raikoh
the
with no. Oh god.
So
Oh, and it gets most of the res ball. The jug is almost done, but not quite. Oh, that is
1 minute away. 1 minute away, baby. But to be fair, I think Raikoh needs to go. I feel like this push down the flank is a pain in the ass to deal with. Actually, I take it back. I forgot there's an insane air response behind this. I take it back.
wow. Yeah, that's it's a little difficult, but yeah, Chisato,
T3 Lab is like 18,000 HP and Nuke is like what, 9,000 damage? Oh no,
so.
the second Nuke.
Oh, I didn't even see.
This one. Oh, that one was painful.
That one was huge.
That-
You killed a bunch of the army with it. Ooh.
All the catapults are dead. Yeah, just see
LPRC's
the
coming up
debris.
on front though, so Mitvit seeing what he can do here. Is Chisato? Yeah, Chisato's
like they
still
saw us.
spamming. Is that Jug? Oh,
They
Jug
saw
is
us.
out. Wait, is there a comm in Canyon? There isn't, right? Austin's comm is dead, isn't it?
Yeah. The closest comm is Raghna's and then Chisato's.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that Jug can just run in, right? There's no way. How many snipers is this? I don't think this many. Well, 12 snipers? Can they kill that Jug before it just kills everything?
Probably, because there's 2 tachyons behind it as well. There's whatever else they bring in. The bigger problem is the 7 Lich bombers. How many is that?
Oh, good point. Yeah.
6 Liches as well.
They don't
So
know
I
there's a
don't actually
common
think
canyon
anything's gonna
because
happen.
they.
I think this game is
You
now
just
in a
Juno
lull
it
state
and then you
until
just send in
someone
T1. So
brings
you
out
just
a
know
lull
that there's
jammer.
no comm. If you mass Juno, there's no jammer, and then when you fly the T1 scout
But
over,
at the same
you just
time,
look for the radar
like,
dot.
at this point, blue team has actually out-ecoed. Their pressure paid off.
Yeah.
Oh god, there are a lot of tachyons going.
Another nuke, another defensive nuke, right? Yeah, these poor Shivas.
Yeah.
They're just getting nuked again.
Yeah,
Raikoh,
no.
I'm just gonna go eat after my jug. Oh my god. This poor
I
dude.
think-
Poor
I think
Raikoh.
Raikoh doesn't like the game state, but I don't think they know that they're ahead at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is just... No, they give radar dot. They have radar, see? See the little thing in the top left? That's how you keep Titans alive. They have 1120 radar. I think this is just a LOL cannon game, right? Or no?
It looks like a LOL cannon to me. Truly the most exciting this game.
I feel like a lot of the Glitters games are going to be like this. It's just so narrow and so defensive. It's hard to punish early.
Oh, it was an interesting game. It's hard to say, like, if the other team... the thing is, what's funny is they don't realize they're ahead. They firmly believe they're behind in this game state.
Yeah, I mean, well, to be fair, if you don't see Chisato do anything for like 20 minutes, you have to believe you're behind, right? I mean, like... And he does have 14 APHIS, so I'm confused why we don't see a lull.
I mean, to be fair, Teddy has more. Teddy has 60 at this point.
Jesus, he is huge.
No, so we have legit teams like, hey, you want LOL cannon. But I don't know if any of the players on either of these teams is a LOL cannon game, man.
Yeah, that's true. It's
Like,
kind of a...
there's
I
no
don't know.
Narnuk,
There's no
there's no-
Narn. That is, I will not let you besmirch poor Narnuk's name, alright? He is not a trashy LOL cannon spammer. You take that back.
he is only a trashy LOL cannon spammer. That's he's 2-8, but he's like, you know what time it is, guys? It's LOL cannon time. This goes and makes more Asians. And then plays DSD to build LOL cannons. So...
This is definitely the lull spot though, right?
Yeah, this push is actually really dangerous now. I mean, they just seem to have found the hole.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
dude, that's a
questionable
lot
if
of
they'll do
Titans.
more. There is a lot of air, and there are snipers, and there really isn't a lot of stuff in front of these units.
I mean, 10 liches about to come in, so maybe if he splits them, he can snipe them all.
Okay, okay. Teddy has become the roll cannon game, I guess.
Apparently.
The thing is, when you're in the situation...
Dude, Austin's defensive nukes have been fucking glorious this game.
I feel like people sleep on defensive so much. I actually say I'm able to nuke almost every game, just because there's always utility in it.
Yeah.
But I feel like in this game state, they identify that their push is working. The enemy team has to respond to the push. They know they're starting the roll cannon. Just back up on your push a little bit and force that roll out.
No, I mean, they haven't seen it. I mean, I think you suspect it, right? But like, they've been pressuring all game, and there's like Titans and Jugs pushing, so maybe you don't know right away, but it looks like, I mean, we see shields and shit coming down here, so maybe Zhao thinks he's got BP. Maybe Zhao is going to try to frontline lol here.
Well, I mean, the thing is, they kind of gave it away with the LRPC. It hasn't really done too much.
True.
So he has to build the shields in any case. But here it goes. I mean, they should have way more BP on this. What the... Like...
Chisato's also...
Teddy's eco isn't even going down while building this wall cannon. Hello?
Yeah, we need a lot more. I mean, he's got what? They've got 5 shields? That's kind of in a decent shooting path too, where they overlap enough that you'd be able to do it. And we see tons of shields going down now. Look at Zhao. Zhao's just dropping shields across the whole side.
But it's very spaced out shields. I don't think he knows it's a lol cannon yet. I think the big problem is that the main Aether stack is in range of this lol cannon.
Yeah.
But we have the other lol cannon going up here. We are officially in the lol cannon races, boys, but one lol cannon is way better than another lol cannon.
Yeah, this is truly the most compelling gameplay in all of Bar, boys. Most compelling gameplay.
Did he see it? Yeah,
he's pinging.
They must. You can tell if you look at their vision. You look at that. You're like,
what are all these? Hey, maybe those aircons. Maybe those aircons are just chilling. You know, maybe they just want to have a good talk. It's an aircon conference. How do you like to spend your BP? Oh, I like to spend it. But they have a ton.
I'm in range of the EMP. See, actually matters. The EMP's on range already.
Yeah, he's got it.
So they have time.
And they need to get ready to emp the other teams.
They either need to get my call idea, build another lol cannon. Get a second lol cannon up. Yes, thank you. I'm not the only idiot in this school.
Dude. Oh my god.
That's how you know I'm on the same team. So the same brain soul.
This is peak right here. If one little cannon doesn't work, oh, here we go. All right, so it's firing, and first target is Zhao. Chisato has a few shields just to catch stray shots. Zhao is gonna need to.
Zhao does not have enough to last much longer.
No, there's no way, right?
No, that's great. We are watching the 5v5 scrum of one team building 2 lol cannons to counter the EMP launcher. Which is exactly what they call.
Oh, he's popped. He's dead.
First lol cannon doesn't work. Try and try again. Is what I've heard.
The other lol cannon is just way too slow. They have no BP set up for it. They have nothing set up for it.
Are you guys streaming this?
I'm streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, on Volshocks.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And dude, I mean, it's funny because Chisato's massive, but I think Teddy just kills this. And that, what's ridiculous is that I think that second lull might finish before red team's lull does, right? Like,
yeah, because the BP just is better distributed, or they have more people helping with it.
Oh, here we go. Liches for Titans. Dude, Titans are so good, Jesus. All right, he pulls back.
Titans are so cool.
Little air war.
The thing is, then you look behind that and you see 8Ds there fighting the wall, and you're like, yeah, no, I don't think this is a problem. They really do need to get some shields up though.
Zhao's comm is there, they see it. Oh, it goes down. They still have one more comm, but if there's no comm there, I think, can that Joe just walk in?
Raghna's comm's there.
Wait, who is the other comm?
Yeah, they can just go. There's nothing to stop them. They get there, honestly.
I think so. I'm pretty sure this Jug can just walk in and self-D and end it, right?
Second lol cannon's about to go. The same before the other lol cannon. Which will present some minor issues.
Oh god, AD just sent all of his air, so... Where's this firing? This is firing at Chisato. Does he have enough shields? He only has 7 shields. He needs way more in front.
Not yet. Not yet. Especially not when 2 lol cannons start shooting. I'll tell you that much.
And Raghna's lol is firing, and he's shredding Mitvit's base. They don't have shields.
Chisato's gone.
Oh yeah, Chisato popped. I didn't even see the bombing run. My bad, boys. Alright, that's game.
Wow, talk about a swinging direction.
Yeah, I mean, that was actually really back and forth. I feel like they needed to lull earlier. Missed the pop shake man. Sorry, boys, sorry.
Sorry. Blame the Voltok guy for not watching the 8th one.
I mean, I saw the other lull fire and I was like excited. But yeah, we missed it.
Two is better than 1. That is true. I was so happy that when Teddy got his lol cannon EMP, he was just like, here's a second lol cannon.
Yeah, he's like, I found you can for 1, who cares?
In the exact same spot is kind of crazy, no?
Well, I mean, you already have the BP, right? Like...
Yeah, everything's set
I guess that is where all the BP is, but isn't that just also going to be exactly in range of the EMP launchers that EMP the first one?
You can't EMP 2 lol cannons with 1 EMP launcher. I don't know if you can even EMP.
More than 1 EMP launcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't have that. That's the problem.
Well, that is the problem.
I am happy to be on Teddy's team because I am happy that we share the same thought pattern.
To be fair,
right, you're
Teddy,
playing this 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teddy, like when I was watching the LDM, like season 1 and season 2, I watched him with like the first person VODs. He just has such insane game sense. Like in the, I forgot who I think they were playing pro on Nuclear Winter in the first series. And literally it's like 12 minutes in, they're making a fusion and he's like, oh yeah, this is going to be a lol cannon game. So let's prep for it. And it fucking turns into a lol cannon game and they win because their lol finishes first. I was like, dude, I'm like, what?
You're just reminding me of the Nuclear Winter game I actually play on that. I went to a lol cannon game. Oh, God. This is a fun map, right until your Navy loses. And then this map is not very fun. Or if your Navy wins.
This is one of the maps that I think I've seen the biggest spawn differential on. I've seen everything on this map. I've seen 3 comms in mid boosting C and walking with like a 1 comm top, 1 comm bottom. I've seen the single comm in mid with 2 on each side. And then I've also seen the split of like a 1v2 lane on one side with, you know, like 2 in mid and then 2 in another lane. So I think it's probably, for me, it's like the most interesting just in terms of placements.
I think there's going to be a very dynamic gameplay on this.
How important is water on this map? Like how much resources?
It's pretty important. It's pretty important unless you overcommit. So I feel like the 3 is not very good. You wouldn't want 3 comms here. But it's going to be interesting to see if it's like a 2-2-1 or 2-1-2. That I can't figure out. Because you can also just tell your Navy to survive and bite the bullet. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I think if you can win both sides, it doesn't matter what the Navy's doing.
I mean, yeah, but the other thing too is like the destroyer range in mid is pretty substantial. You know, like they like fuck up most of the green area in mid. So it's like it's super annoying when, you know, like when you're the land player and you're like, hey, I'm winning my lane, and then 1 destroyer comes up and you're like, sweet, unless he missed micros and I somehow degun it, like I just lose.
Yeah,
you know?
it's just done. Well, that's the issue. Is like you have to weigh up: is can you win through the dry areas if you lose the sea or not? But how much are you willing to give up for that?
I haven't seen much of this map, but I've seen the other rock, and from what I remember, it turns into like a north v south kind of thing pretty easily. Is it similar on this map? Because this one has more resources, right? And it's slightly bigger.
I don't think
I've seen it.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a single one happen north to south. The one thing is like at the end of the river, it's traversable by land. So I think it's
right.
It kind of changes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. At least in the scrims that I've seen, I haven't seen it turn north v south. But I guess we'll see.
I think it's a bit small, so it snowballs pretty quickly. As well.
Okay.
So
the average game time you'd say is like to what stage does it get? Have you seen?
I normally see it end mid game. I have yet to see a game go late on it because I feel like whoever in the games that I've seen, a lot of times like
normally Tech 2.
Yeah, it's just like T2.
Late Tech 2.
Late Tech 2.
Yeah, I feel like we don't really see. I haven't seen a T3 game on it yet. Inverted. Okay, yeah, it was inverted initially.
The thing is, it is a bit choke pointy though. So like you can stall out the game, but a lot of things are vulnerable, and like there's a lot of lanes. Especially if your Navy wins. If your Navy wins, the thing is, if your Navy wins, then you have all the amphibious raiding options, which are brutal to deal with.
Yeah, I mean the whole amphib raids on this side just suck because it's like if they get in through the back, there's all the geos. There's like the geo on the hill there, and it's
don't ban Shoty. Oh god, that'll be so good. Don't ban sheep and don't ban Shoty.
Isn't there a please? Isn't there a please ban sheep as well?
No. They can't take DBS. That's ours. No. Please. Oh wait, right. It is PBS. Right. Sorry. It's please ban sheep. Right. Sorry.
Please ban sheep. Yeah. There we go.
And DBS, please don't ban Shoty.
All right.
I can't wait for that tourney final. Pro ban versus don't ban.
If that happens, I think we all know that the winner gets their choice.
The winner gets mod rights for sure. So these are full teams, right? We're actually seeing full teams.
Hold on. The Zao team is the full team. Let me look at the other one. I'm not sure.
I don't think the other one's the full team because Teddy's playing.
Yeah. So
right. Teddy and Raikoh are not part of
Teddy and Raikoh on my team.
Right.
I don't know.
So it's a mix between your team and Narnuk's team.
Yeah.
What is the Narn team name? Do you know?
Isn't that Team Chaos? That's in the club's team.
Oh, that is Team Chaos.
Such a horrible name. But it's fine. We don't judge.
Why are you such a hater, Hells?
All right,
you're asking me that as Panda.
The real question, Hells, is it with a C or a K?
I believe it's with a C.
Okay, all right.
Chaos with a K sounds like one of those Southeast Asian Dota team names, you know?
100% is.
So that's why they should do it.
Right. Bring back Team Secret.
Alright, what do we got?
I have seen a lot of interesting openings on this map for the C player because this Mex is very important, the one here. And your first con can sit here and build that Mex.
Wait, where are you
trying? But that means that... So if you look in front of Shoty.
Yeah, I see. Got it.
And if you rush supporters, you can kill this con almost 100% of the time. But if you do that, a sub can sneak into your base through this channel. So you need to really weigh up your options there.
I mean, even if they go sub in the direction where your supporters still die.
Right. To what?
To the sub?
I think
the sub doesn't have.
They just run past it, don't they?
Yeah, they don't even like. If you're lucky, you'll hit a supporter, but if they micro, that's all.
Okay. I mean, with sub, it's like a coin flip of is the commander going up or down, right?
Well, you don't mind running into the commander. You just really mind if they're building a destroyer. They're building a destroyer first, and you get there as the destroyer comes up, you're real sad. If they go frigate, you win the lane.
This is a massive wind map. I forgot that it's 22 max.
Interesting. Slightly counterintuitive.
Yeah, well,
What's the average?
It's a good naval map as well.
Average 16 is pretty good as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane. I think. So what is this? Four arm, 1 core, and
Yep.
yeah, 4. So 8 arm, 2 core. Reddit was right, boys. Reddit was right.
Don't even.
And it's the Navy players playing Cortex.
If Reddit was right, why am I not seeing somebody walk the 6 different mexes before starting a lab?
Oh yes. Yes.
Chisato was walking to 6 different mixes before starting a lab. Reddit was right all along. Oh,
as much as I like to clown that Reddit, the guy has a point. Okay, you know. He does have a point. You do want to walk, but this is kind of like. I mean, no, it's fair. It's a 5v5, right? Like it's shared resources.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
he's overflowing, so he's gonna help the homies out.
Of course.
Well, the thing is, with a Navy player boosting, I mean, Shoty's assisting his lab, which means he's killing all the excess eco.
One thing I'm curious about actually is how this is Zuck, right? Like Zhao's a friend.
Quacker? I don't know. I don't think I've really played with him, so.
I believe
I haven't because he's an old player, but Zhao has many good things to say about him. He says he's a very good player. Have you seen him play? Hells?
I've seen him play with Zhao, but like I don't personally have any frame of reference on him.
Supporter's gonna meet in the middle.
Chips
I feel like the supporter. Oh, who's winning this?
Oh!
Okay, no. 1 HP!
How do you feel about that?
Get outskilled, son. Get outskilled.
Okay, that's fair.
To be fair, Shoty's already won this lane. Just to put that out there. He is a full frigate ahead on this.
Well, I mean, he also has the benefit of getting boosted by his team.
Yeah, that's naval life. If you're not getting boosted by your team,
Right.
I mean,
that's
I think
the team's problem.
It's really everyone's favorite gameplay too. When you're the land player and you just you're like, hey, lend me a nano, and then you don't make units of your own and you just boost your naval player. It's super compelling gameplay.
You feel rewarded every time.
Playing as a support. What if I like playing as a support?
Fair enough. Hey, I'm not going to judge. I'm sorry.
Roll for you, Panda. So, are you on a team yet, Panda? Or are you still free?
I'm not playing. I told you this. I told.
He's going to be a yapper, a pro level yapper.
Pro level yapper.
I'm so jealous. I want to be a.
That's what this cast is for. We're building synergy.
That's right. Dude, yeah, this is actually going to be rough in mid.
Up in time. Oh, he needs to back up right now. Well, this is super
his
bad.
column isn't even. I guess both their columns
if he
are
loses,
that destroyer, it's over.
Shoty had any man, if Shoty just had the balls to go in there and call that, the lane is done. Like it's not even recoverable.
I mean, even as it stands, it's already looking quite rough.
Well, Shoty's
You can almost retreat, though. And he has 2 destroyers out now.
Tactic, right?
I mean, the thing is, this is taking resources, what Shoty's doing. Having all this stuff around.
Yeah, but I mean, if he just gets to mid and holds that max for like a minute, he's going to come out ahead, right? That's like a whole ship, basically.
Yeah.
You know?
So looking at the map, the gamble that they're making is Raghna's making units, and Chisato is making port with only a commander. So Raghna is kind of the one with initiative here.
Yeah, and he might be able to raid through, but I mean, it's kind of similar to. Oh no, Quacker has a lab, doesn't he? Chisato doesn't have a lab at all. Do you like the 2 lab versus 1 lab on the side, or do you think the 1 lab is better?
I haven't seen enough of the map. I think it's just a matter of can Raghna get damage done, right? That's
And then the answer is no,
Now you have
looking
to
at
value
this. This
Alright,
RLT
that's
just
not
killed
damage.
6 grunts.
Not a lot of damage.
7 grunts.
Another thing I'm surprised by is there don't seem to be that many reswats on the map. Is that because of the reswat nerf, you think?
I think
No.
it's just the wind is so strong.
Yeah, I think the wind is. I mean, there's 600k energy reclaim, but yeah, I think he's right. I think the wind is just insane. But I mean, there are a few in mid. Quacker has a couple.
I do have to get my
Quacker's on
map in
the
order to
Centurion
see, like,
train.
what is the wind level for it to be better than a reswat?
Well, I think, and all of these I think are good trees, right? There's not any of the like the 28.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
Shoty's
think
about to
that's
start taking some
not very
casualties, yeah.
common.
Oh, but Narn lost all of his destroyers. Okay, that's over.
Yeah,
Go
that's
next.
not looking good. Trading out, and Shoty
Yeah,
has the res subs here, so they can repair out. I actually really like this little nano.
Yeah, no, it's actually pretty smart, but it's done. GG's go next.
Yeah, I mean, even
Shuriken
on land, Austin is going T2. And the entire north side of the east team doesn't have a lab, actually.
Oh, Narn
This is
needs
all
to be
sport.
careful. He's getting ripped apart by these destroyers.
Yeah, well, the thing is, he can't do anything because he's just
So far behind. Yeah.
His best hope is to combo him, but as soon as they can see him.
Oh, those depth charges are so.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh.
Gets caught.
And Raghna's spawn is just... There's no way he's living here.
Yeah, this mid radar from Shoty is so nice. Oh, Raghna was in the radar shadow. Wait, what? Is there another? I guess there's
probably
another.
hiding behind the L.
Awkward spots.
Yeah, I'm dead. So, Raikoh is dying to Quacker, and they comm traded. I didn't even see that.
And Austin is already T2. He's been T2 for a while. He's sharing. It's looking quite bad for the West team.
Some would say a grim situation. I think this is the thing, like, Chisato has the ability to just sit and kind of do nothing and feed his eco into Shoty. And I think that's probably the right play, because this side is choke pointy enough that you can just defend. And if they only... I don't know why Raghna's getting grunts. I can't figure out why, like, you wouldn't go rocket bots or something here.
Yeah, just because it's
Like,
narrow.
seeing this. Yeah. Like, the first RLT already shut him down, so why is he still sitting with more...
True, he is just spamming grunts. Or well, he
I
did
don't
spam
really
grunts.
get
He doesn't have a lab anymore, but previously.
But Teddy is slowly breaking through. I mean, I guess.
But that's just because Austin is AFK
Is
ecoing.
T2, yeah.
Yeah.
He's been
I mean,
printing T2s for his entire team.
His comm might go down soon. Oh.
I mean, his comment was completely missing every shot.
No, this is
Impressive,
a Rocket
actually.
Bot classic right
No,
here.
he moved into it. Oh my
He's
god,
going for the
Teddy!
hug. Does he get it?
No, he does! Oh man, that's horrible.
And Recluse are out now, so if Narn can die slow, maybe it's not as bad as we thought? I don't know.
Metal produced, there's like a 3k swing for blue, but the other team has a
pretty
lot more
bad.
PQ mixes.
The problem is this 4,500 rest field that Quacker has.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's gonna
Narn
be
is
massive.
assisting with it.
I don't
but
know
he's
Ballad
not
Eater
got a good position
offhand.
to defend, yeah. Just can he ever contest the dead
I feel like
guys?
should be is tunnel. I mean, it's not Austin. Sorry, Teddy's tunnel vision a little bit too much here. I feel like he should be
Yeah,
contesting
Teddy-
the first field.
Teddy probably does need to be moving up. And this is the thing, is like Recluse's trades so well into everything. Like, why would you make hounds when you can just build Recluse? Okay, now I will admit, Pawn's pretty good at dodging the shot, but now Wald is arrived, so it's...
Yeah.
Okay, Teddy did swivel up, did get into this res field, so maybe it's not too bad.
Wait, do they not have... Oh, T2 on top from Happiness, but there's no T2 on bottom, and they don't have an air lab, right? Is it worth it to
Yeah.
drop the air
They
lab? To...
currently don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are getting ready for their transition. Okay, Raghna fully does not believe anymore.
He's done with these noobs on his team.
Fair. I mean, the opening.
I mean,
was
I guess
just...
the thing is Teddy's dead, or Teddy's gonna die soon as well.
Yeah,
I mean, the game state is really bad. Non-holding the line still the Shoty is pretty wild, but the thing is, Shoty keeps getting all the res.
yeah. So he's just big.
And there's just no forward play. Like, I don't know. I think Raghna's decisions here with grants were just questionable into what Chisato was doing.
Well, Teddy did a little bit of a raid here. Maybe they can break through and hit Austin's eco, but he's already bringing Welder, so yeah, I don't know, dude. It's like, what T1 bot is gonna somehow beat Welder Recluse? Like, it just doesn't exist.
You know, the secret answer is ticks. That's the true answer. Make
with
the
enough
Recluse
ticks,
shoot the
you
Welders.
can do anything.
You're not wrong. Put a couple million metal into ticks, and you are a winner.
True.
Okay, now it's kind of looking doomed for Mr. Narn.
Yeah.
Oh, but these shots are super. They are super grouped. So these destroyer shots are
doing a lot of AOE, yeah. And it's such a narrow channel, he can't actually abuse his numbers.
Oh, this is a turnaround. Is this a turn? Do we see it?
I also love that the LLT on the shore was adding the flanking damage.
I mean, that's a 50% buff. You don't complain about that.
It is a big buff. It's just such a funny.
The thing is,
this
ball hasn't moved forward from Boston at all. Like, it's still okay. Now it's slowly progressing forward again.
It's coming, and they're not on T2. I mean, there's there's Webbers to eat it too.
Is it wild that I really wish that one of them had switched it, like if Raikoh had switched into air and just started spamming gunships and hoping that they can tickle down.
I don't think
tickle down.
Yeah, but
or
I mean,
even
they saw
a bombing run.
Yeah, but they saw because Zhao was flying his comm around on top in a trans, so they knew that there was already an air lab. I think it's hard to do the transition, isn't it?
Yeah,
right. Especially if you feel like you're behind an eco, because they're just gonna have more air.
And you are behind an eco. You're very far behind.
Shoty with the cow. All right.
Can you check Shoty's metal spent? I love the game.
I can. Metal spent. What color was Shoty?
Is there a metal spent graph?
Yeah,
there is.
He actually didn't have the most spent. He spent a lot early.
Because, to be fair, he took a while to kill off Narnuk, right? So that should be a significant advantage of metal you are able to
I think he
replaces.
switched. Yeah, I think he switched his production into naval energy.
Right.
I don't think he went all in on the kill.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're right, because I felt like he basically held the mid-max, was like, okay, I have a lead in lane, and then he was just taking favorable trades with Narn, and he was getting like tons of reclaim there. I think he just didn't really want to commit. But I think it's kind of hard to commit in those narrow channels, right? Like, you saw what happened when he pushed in, and it's like, it felt like he had bigger numbers, but it's so narrow that like all the destroyers just eat AoE, and then there was like the sweet LLT
and I think
flanking.
the like benefit you have to gain is much less than going like an early T2, right?
And the thing is, it keeps the other team having to make naval units, which are very expensive.
True.
So you just keep them stuck in an endless loop. And once you've got the reclaim, like, your value is wild.
How many C-Maxes are on that map, actually? Do you think it's ever worth it to go T2C just like for the con and then to up the mexes and then eat the lab right away, or no?
Probably not.
I feel like there aren't that many.
I mean, there's a situation where it'll be worth it, but not normally. I think it's only worth it if you've won C.
Mm-hmm. And you get like all CMXs combined with both spots.
Yeah, because I think it's 8? There's either 8 C-Maxes or 10 C-Maxes in total.
Is that it? Really? Damn. Yeah, I guess there's the 3
because
starting.
2 of the mexes are on the island.
Yeah. Oh, right. And so it's meaningless. Okay.
Now the question are rocket ships game enders on that map? Now that's a question that would be quite interesting to see.
I feel like you can make eco far enough away from the shore, no?
Yeah, I don't think they are.
But would they? Would they is the next step.
I
But I do think,
mean,
like,
these are all
Blackbeard's,
great players. I feel like this shouldn't be, you know.
Clearly, you didn't see Happiness build a 7x8 pure block of wind in that ATG game.
The question, another one is like geos. How many geos are in range? Because there's definitely 2 that aren't.
Right.
But I think there's at least 1 that's in range.
Yeah.
Then it's like maybe. And if you looked at how, who was it, Chisato and someone were playing, so they built all of their stuff around that AGO.
Right.
I see.
Shoty with the complaints about the map pick. Okay. This map is about who has a better strat, apparently. Oh, Autopilot.
I mean, it's not
That
wrong.
is
This map has some wild strats on this.
That is a lot of maps. But this one is quirky, for sure.
There is so much reclaim on this map. We have Rexy playing.
Is he on the team?
Wobbling out of the 1v1.
They crushed it in Nation Wars earlier today, didn't they? He's on Team US.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I know nothing about Nation Wars because every nation I've been in doesn't participate.
Fair enough.
I'm like, whatever, don't care, not my thing.
You just have, I think you just need to be better at promoting bar in your nation. And reaching out to your fellow...
I know 2 other bar players in South Africa. One's retired, and the other one I don't know personally.
I think you're the only Sapphire bar player I've ever seen, hilariously enough.
Like Sus Cheese, right? Isn't Sus Cheese a...
Oh yeah, Sus Cheese and the Cat. 2 well-known and well-respected
yes. I'm very familiar with those players, of course.
Hey, there are a lot of people in
it.
It's just...
We want you out on the streets.
Representing your country.
We want you out on the streets with a sign, HellsHound, out there promoting.
He needs to be out there in the new lobbies, looking for the South African flag and just getting ready to train them.
Yeah, see, we got 2 Sapphires now. We good.
No, don't worry. My stream is all the training you'll ever need. Oh, SadPanda.
Damn, there's like almost 4K reclaim.
Yeah, no, this map is wild, and like, it's... I'm not gonna lie, this is another map I don't want to play, because it's just... There's gonna be some nuts things. But I've seen some really cool strategies on this map.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely... There's a ton of kind of like what Rag is doing where... But I don't know about the full Rag play. Yeah.
I don't know about that one either.
Do you think it is worth it for the cliff, like where Shoty is? I mean, there's a ton of mexes here. I think it is, right? There's there's 5?
I've seen some really... Okay, I don't really want to discuss anything too much on this, because...
I can count.
Right.
I kind of do need to discuss with my team all of the stuff.
Tell us about your strats, bro. What are the secrets?
I'm just a sub. I'm hoping that during the match I can actually cast the game. But for now, I can't say too much. But having watched this, I think there's like a number of options. You can do co-op stuff in Verd where you don't place a player back here. I feel like if you're not co-oping on this map, there's already an error.
Yeah, I mean, it's so... This mid is so narrow. But I mean, we see, right? Because it's what? Does that have a lab? So it's what? 1, 2... So 3 lab. Shoty is just pooling, and then over here we have 1, 2... We have 4 labs. So 3 lab versus 4 lab. Nezah...
I think if you're going to be doing like a sharing play, it's not bad. This one on the top island, just because it's safe.
Nezah going after Rexy already.
I mean, the air start is nice for getting some of that reclaim, right? Oh.
To be fair, Zono, we'd have to have 4 players before it would even matter.
It is to get the reclaim in faraway spaces, but it's a bit expensive, actually.
Oh, they're gonna see it. They see it. They know what's up.
Yep.
They're like, wait a minute. what's funny is that I think the early Sala is actually going to work perfectly because they're greeting this T2.
Yeah,
so you can just run the Sala straight in.
I mean, but they're not really expanding the South team, so
Yeah, they're
it
very.
shouldn't be too hard to just LLT up.
Yeah, but then they lose
Alice
the
can't
whole
push directly into LLTs.
I mean, these aren't these are 1.7s, right? I feel like early T2 on mexes below 2.0, it's not like there's so many there's still like open mexes, right? I kind of feel like maybe.
What's just weird is there's like 1,000+ reclaim on their side of the map still.
Yeah, and they just haven't even touched it.
I mean, I say that, neither team's super rush. I mean, the thing is, this is a lot of reclaim up here. No one's taken this yet, which is wild.
Shoty hitting us with just survive, I cook.
Well, I mean, the only way they would take that is with an AmphibCon, right? And they don't.
I wonder what Shoty's gonna cook. Who's played with Shoty before?
Where's the medium transport? Oh, a heavy transport.
It's already there, buddy. It's already there.
So we got the Sala sneaking in this way. Unfortunately, I think it might run right into Chisato's comm. It's gonna be a little tough.
A bit
well, at least Chisato's going for it.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that someone's looking for the 700 free metal on the.
I mean, it becomes important once you start stalling, right? Because until you start stalling, you don't need the metal yet. If you can get it later, it's fine. And they haven't used up all their metal yet, theoretically, the red team.
Look at this AGO's almost up. It's pretty early.
I'm actually curious about the timing of the ship lab, because the benefit of the ship lab is the BP costs of ships are very different.
Yeah, that's true.
The alternative is going vehicles and then making an AmphibCon, right?
This is actually really difficult for the strat to deal with these salamanders. They are just zooming all over.
They're very quick. They're very quick.
Yeah, I mean, well, Thurxie can probably dig on this one, right?
Over. I think there's like look at the salamander coming in from topside.
Don't worry, Shoty's cooking. No one will ever suspect what he's about to do. It's a new strat that he's never performed.
Doesn't really cover the cliffs that well. I don't think they know he's there.
They have clearly not played against me, the man who smells calm drops.
Dude, these Salas have just killed.
Watch this ref bud, he's gonna see him. Because he's stuck on the pathing. And he's gonna go straight over. And please.
Amazing.
Please.
Raghna's Sala open, I feel like, I mean, well, in part it's like the early T2, right? But they're cooking. They totally shredded a bunch of this. Even with the AGO up, they're only like barely ahead in E production. Dude, he's...
Hang on. They see it. Someone the team. No one looked. No one's looking. No one looked.
Oh my god.
No one looked at us. Oh my god.
Can he land behind? Wait, is he on radar? No, they don't have radar. They still are not reacting. All right, let's go, Shoty.
Oh my god.
Let's go, Shoty.
I turned off my camera to watch that.
Oh my god, they're going to get the Geo.
What if he lands?
Wait, they're eating the lab. This camera doesn't even matter.
Oh no,
I mean,
it's like the worst timing.
Oh, okay, Narnuk. Oh my god.
Wow, that was...
That was very sweet.
That's really eats. I have your order right here. So.
Completely outplayed. Oh god.
Oh my god. No, he just turns around. He's like, oh, free metal, cool.
Everything that could have gone on the trial went wrong. Not only did they eat the T2 lab, not upgrade the geothermal. Oh my god. It's wild.
I don't understand. This is where Teddy's game knowledge comes in. He knows that there is a risk of something happening, and that's why his con is stuck. It's like a ward.
Genius.
Yeah, it's an active. You see now the draw circle?
Oh, Chisato almost died. Oh!
Okay. Yeah, no. This is a game. This is definitely one of the games.
Yeah, to quote Euro, this is one of the games of all time. There's a new one for choice there. Instead of 1v1 a rope, it's 1v1 a torpedo launcher, apparently.
Jeez.
Naval hovercraft. Okay, Quacker's cooking.
Okay, that is
120 goons.
interesting choice.
He cancelled them. I was excited.
Oh.
He's gone.
Does that lose comm here? Beamer shred, right? Oh, not quite. 20.
Not yet. But
Are the
He's
walls
gonna
actually
lose.
blocking low to high?
they are, actually. That's
They
why
are.
they keep dying.
And the corpses are blocked.
He's just sitting around the corner, D.
I thought D-Gun was messed up with terrain.
Not
I don't
always.
know.
It depends on the height.
Do you remember when we had the D-gun bounce patch where you D-gun it and fucking like shoot randomly and bounce off
Yep,
terrain?
the curveball boomerang D-Gun. Amazing.
Was there one glitch where it turned into like an infinite death point? Because I saw a D-gun that just kept sitting in the same point.
I
I
remember.
had that happen on one of my nuclear winter. But I was
Chisato-
batshit.
Just had a dropping some rags. We'll never see it coming.
That's gameplay. You know that you need a last ditch effort. How can you win? In 2 hours. The
There's
game's
a
over.
yeah. That is 2 hours.
If we finish this, we win. They're not wrong. They're not wrong.
They have queued up a large number of extra lol cannons as well. Just
In
in
case
one
they
is
get
bad.
EMP.
Hey man, safety in numbers, right? Safety in numbers.
Look, they learned from the previous game. What one lol cannon can't do, 100 lol cannons probably can do.
Oh, can Teddy D-gun all of these?
Teddy, no, don't do it.
For the hype video for BPL, I was Kit and I were watching it back, and like there's a bunch of people dying in it. Teddy's comm dies 3 times in it, and one of the comments in it is like, "Whoever made this hates Teddy." I was like, I didn't even get that.
Sorry, Teddy.
I didn't mean it, Teddy. Oh, so Teddy has
Chisato's
tons of his
doing
own.
great. Chisato's 200, 100 and 130 minutes away from winning this game.
He's on point.
He has a plan.
He does have a plan. And it is a game-winning plan, nonetheless.
Oh,
Yeah,
we got the
that's-
hug.
Uh-huh. That's a nice metal back. They are down to 2 commanders.
Yeah, I mean it's 2v3. All these goons are coming, but I don't. They're just so
Honestly,
awful.
Zalp's push is pretty good at the moment.
Yeah, he killed the comm, right? And then ate it? Yeah, he's got the res bots. But Teddy's gonna have snipers and hounds. Can the goons...
Just 2 LLDs and almost all the goons are dead. These things.
they do so little damage. But, I mean,
Wait till
they're
they
out
get
here,
into the
right?
base.
They should be able to kill a lot of it. Oh, no, my Narn has
Yeah.
platies out.
Oh, never mind.
To be fair, do you really
Like the
want your
goon, but
platypus
better.
to be chasing goons?
I mean, if it saves, like, what, 3.7k metal in titles, I think so?
That's 800 E production. Not bad, actually. But are titles really good on a 22 win map?
Yeah, they're consistent.
16
If
now.
the win goes down to E.
They
I do
are
feel like
consistent.
you'd rather have E wind energy than titles, but
Yeah,
I mean, they're not bad.
right.
We do have a
Okay.
halberd out.
It really feels like they took their foot off the pedal, blue team. I think they know they've won, so now they've just kind of
Yeah, they're just kind of
chilled.
chilling.
But there is some gaming going on. nice flank here by Shoty. He's trying round 2 with more expendable units this
Got a
time.
little bit better.
Yeah, but his
Actually,
happiness
I
is
got a
scout.
lot,
Happiness
actually.
is scout sees it. How stupid! Like, what are these random side units that spot the shit? Like, what?
To be fair, the only way you get vision on these cliffs are with scouts that you land.
Actually, a really smart scout, honestly. If that's
Yeah.
planned and not just unintentionally forgotten,
I think it.
that's
I think it
definitely
is.
something to steal. As a caster, you do need to say that. As a player, I will judge him for anything.
All right.
Well, the slow cannon is now, as was pointed out, 97%. Still somehow 120 minutes away.
Okay.
And low cannon is yeah, 94% to go.
You have T2 content. He hasn't done it yet. You know, I almost wish when Shoty came, he just landed and put like LLTs and AA on the plateau and then just took all the mexes. Yeah. I think that actually would have been like a gaming moment.
That would have been a little bit better. A lot bit better.
There were a lot of things that would have been a lot better than what happened.
That's true. That's true. He had a lot of
It's hard to imagine what could have been worse. What happened?
20
Yes,
Stormbringers.
An LLT reaches the Geo.
Yeah, definitely. I think. Hang on,
Yeah, he could just kill the Geo with an LLT. Or several.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're right.
But we have some spooders hiding in the corner.
They're coming. They're coming up now. We also have 20 bombers about to just ruin the game, but we'll see.
It is true. These bombers are destroying the farm. How are we going to get a lol cannon if they do bombers?
I mean, if they pop AGO, the game just ends, doesn't it? Right? Like.
Well, we do know where happiness is aiming
lol cannon for it to end.
Yeah, the game ain't over until the lol cannon. Yeah, I don't think he's really bombing a lot on that, but he does.
Well, kill the AGO, all the BP and 2 fusions. I'm gonna go ahead and say.
The good news is the lol cannon is 30 minutes away now, but it might be dead. No, don't you dare, Raghna.
Of little faith. Okay, it's dead. GG.
Well, they tried. They tried.
Valiant attempt. Close game.
Oh, yeah. I had an LSR moment there. It's just a bunch of bombing off screen and I'm looking somewhere else. LSR and I were casting this game and we discovered it was the game that we discovered that HLTs were renamed to ACLTs, and so we're like looking at this Overwatch on Whitefire, and while we're discussing the change, 2 bases just get bombed in the background, but we're not looking at it, and the whole time chat is like, look at the bombers.
Nice.
I will focus on APM now. Okay. All right. How do you think the Salah start would have done if they didn't greed early T2?
It's really difficult to judge on that map. That map is so much cooking, and I do think most teams are greeting T2 on that map from what I've heard, so it's probably good. It's a question of, is there a more efficient Salamander start?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think there's also the potential for asymmetric, like, cheeses.
In terms of what?
Like, I haven't thought of other ways to do early damage aside from like salamanders, but I feel like there are ways to rush things with that much resources.
You know what's available on this map? Seaplanes. You know what do a lot of damage?
Yeah, like if one team goes seaplanes, one team goes salamanders. I don't know. I think the seaplanes win. Kinda.
I have no idea, but you will see some wild things. I've seen. I watched the pro team play that game. They 3-man co-op to bird on an air lab, and then all walked their commanders forward to the enemy base, and walked into 2 torpedo launchers. but it was interesting to watch.
I
So,
see.
You're gonna see some wild things, I think, on that map because it is just insanely imbalanced.
So, do we have a prediction for the most banned map of the tournament?
That is definitely up there.
Hold on,
I
wait,
think
let
we
me
could see the Great Barrier.
Barrier Reef 100%.
Oh,
Right?
barrier.
It's water,
yeah, I
right?
see that.
The thing
I see
is,
that.
will teams ban that because they know the other team's going to ban it? So
That's an interesting one. I actually don't know
OS3
how
I don't think my
developed
teams
people's
are
banning
early
strategies
I think
are.
November 7th.
During the last Omega series, my team was playing around that. We did choose maps that we knew, well, we didn't like because we had an idea for the other team like to ban. I don't know how other teams think about it.
I think the thing is, like, most players aren't going to be great with C gaming, but I will say that I do know Chisato and Narnuk's group have figured out ways to play the barrier reef, and I think we will see it more than we expect. I think they're just going to find whatever map is the most asymmetrical and like the most coin flip is going to be the one that gets banned. And so I could see Charlie being that map.
Yeah, like intuitively off the top of my head, I would probably say The Rock, Charlie, are quite bannable.
Center Command is wild ass.
Center Command as well.
Yeah.
Center Command as well.
Center Command is
I had
fucking...
a lot of fun on that one though.
Can you make a pawn with a calm explosion?
No,
Yes.
no, you can only do it in the middle pools. You can't do it in like where your bases is. The hardness is adjusted. I was actually testing it in between games.
Pond in base with something.
No, you can't. But the middle, north, and south have like low water already, and if you dead a common there, you can get like anywhere between like 5 to 8 titles.
Okay, interesting.
And at 75 title power, that's real good.
Yeah, 75. That's definitely worth it. Or at least I don't know. I think it's worth it. But that's the first thing that came to mind when I saw that map in the pool.
Wait, is Nezah on a team?
Shoty just said he's their 7th. I don't know if it's a joke. Could be a joke. Could not be a joke. Who knows?
When has Shoty ever joked around? How dare you?
To be fair, Ness is not on a team, right?
Okay.
I don't think he signed up.
I need to actually go start recruiting people.
Are you joining? Are you playing?
No, I mean like more teams for the tourney. I would play in qualifiers,
yeah.
but I can't. No, I'll main cast it, so I can't. I've thought about playing in qualifiers. I mean, it's not like we would actually qualify, but if we did, then I just be like, all right, I'm a sub.
Get like
Someone
LDM
else.
as a replacement or something.
Just do what I do. Just do what I do, which is be the super sub. You play qualifiers only, and then you dip. You leave.
That's right. I got you into the main event, and you guys couldn't clench it for me. Then you can blame your team. I like that strategy.
That's exactly what I did in one of the first.
That is
one.
amazing.
I was responsibility. And when my team wins the tournament, I'm like, yeah, technically I won a tournament.
All right. Well, how do we
They
feel
would
about
not have gotten there without you because they literally did not have enough players.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Non was playing D&D on the qualifier day. And Sheep got himself banned.
She did. It's just tradition. Right before every Omega series, he's gotta join a pub and call someone a banned word and not be able to play.
Now this is an interesting map. Do you think we'll see this map banned consistently against Chisato?
No, I mean I feel like everyone has played so much Rosetta that you're just used to it. I mean, I think a lot of Chisato's incredible scaling comes from his knowledge of like maps and mechanics that people aren't as used to. But I feel like Rosetta has just like been spammed so many times that people are comfortable scaling on it. Maybe I'm wrong.
Even in a 5v5 though?
I think it depends on the team against them. I think some teams, the way you think about your matchups are like are we a better macro / late game team than the other team? And if the answer is yes, then we can play Rosetta. If not, then we probably shouldn't. Or you cook something.
We don't see. Oh, we see
And
one
I don't know
VLAB.
how well the other teams are. Did they all have macro guys? I mean, you guys have Teddy, Hells.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Teddy,
Hells, what are you? Where? Sorry, Choice. What the fuck is going on here? I did not. Let's
Chat. Just don't read chat bullshit. Let him go.
I feel like you're starting shit with people that I'm not starting shit with.
No, we're just forcing him to listen to your VOD. There we go. Driving viewers to the VOD.
Yes,
That's
everyone
crazy
knows
engagement, babe.
I'm
Crazy
super serious about my bar engagement. Thank you so much for the strategy, Hells. Oh, do they snipe this con though?
They definitely could, even with this thing, yeah.
Yeah, the
Grunts
con.
oh, he's got to get flanking.
Oh, he microed us, he microed us. Guys, yeah.
He got it. He's good. So
It's
actually,
not
nice.
the most annoying thing. He has a res. It's annoying.
It's
whatever.
Really annoying. I mean, the Rezer had to stop eating rocks, and you have to.
Yeah,
build
but
another
there's so much
floor.
metal on this map that it just doesn't matter.
You have to find.
Now, what's interesting is how slow they are to take the mud.
Oh, this actually could be huge because Shoty pulled his comm and there's no LLT. Rag is about to. We need a 6 self-D here, otherwise Shoty's going to lose a lot. No. Rag's no. Oh no.
To be fair, he's not really doing any damage. He's kind of just
Alright,
shooting every single unit once and then driving away.
he was closing the solars, man. That was like, I don't know, a couple
It's
hundred
efficient.
E
It's really
damage.
efficient.
No, but what this is good for is this is Pyro, and what does Pyro like?
Well, we can't talk because Shoty's no doubt stream sniping because he's such a shady
That is
individual.
Matter.
possibly true. To be fair,
Yeah.
the team needs to be careful. They're currently switching off their maxes because they don't have enough E. Which is,
Yeah, the
not
true
good.
death spiral.
it's something like, it's so hard to actually balance it out, but yeah,
Zao
we want
is-
to avoid that.
Kind of cooking on. Oh, okay, never mind. I was like, he's cooking on top, and then sure, you show up.
I mean, this
and-
is so bad for Team Zao because they haven't gotten the mid-max. It's not even close to being secure.
Oh, actually,
Oh, wait.
that's really bad. That con
Yeah,
died.
they sniped the con that was coming with 2 grunts, and they haven't sent anything else to replace it. But the
I'm
scary-
sure he's about to get bombed into a very sad.
Oh, I mean, all the
State of
solar.
affairs.
Yeah, that's.
And
a
there's
lot
no
of
response to this. Like, how did they stop these bombers? without
yeah, I mean,
losing,
no
like,
one can
even
drop an
more?
air lab, right? They don't have. He gets 2.
Yeah.
I think you just circle around, right? Yeah. Gets 2 in the max, and then he gets.
I mean, the uncontested.
Yeah.
Can die. Actually, if you're curious, I think the reason why Zao's team is so slow to expand is because Quacker went for a 2 max open on his plot lab, and then stalled on E for a little bit before making 3rd max. So I think he was slower to expand because of that. I don't know.
It's crazy to me that I see people open air and I feel like they don't get any value, but then you see like Pyro open air like this, and I mean, this has just been insane value, right? Like, even if he had only killed Shoty, he's probably done like 1,000 metal damage, right? Between all those
Yeah.
solars.
Yeah, definitely more than the solars were 1,000.
Oh, Raghna just microing those
I-
crackers way to eat. Oh, he gets the contact. This game is over. Like, the game is actually just over. We can go next. It is so bad, the situation.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, a lot of air players have like a single system that they play, and as soon as the system doesn't work, they're just out of it and they can only scale or do nothing. Whilst Pyro knows the tendencies, he knows that Shoty's probably going to be greedy on his opening. and try to exploit that. And he only committed to that bombing run once the scouted Shoty's all day.
Yeah, I mean, he pinged Raghna, right? He was like, Raghna, go see what's there. And then as soon as he saw it, he was like, okay, 2 bombers.
Yeah, then he can commit. And if it's only 1 bomber, then he just goes and bombs the 10 mechs, and he gets his value there. So I think very few air players are actually flexible. So like when you play with someone like Skag or LDM, they actually do play for the team. But a lot of air players just don't. So we see a very fast T2 out of Raghna, yeah.
Yeah, in mid. I actually like this mid T2.
I mean, it gets scouted, right? No. Oh, it doesn't.
I mean, even if it gets scouted, do you really care? Yeah,
I mean,
really
yeah, it's nice to know where the T2 lab is.
I mean, it's also in a position that's like kind of walkable. Do you know what I mean? Like if you can push mid and then just cloak and like
and it's
up,
also
sometimes you can get it.
Like, oh, you have the 10 mechs, you have a T2 lab. That's a very big target.
Yes, but Nezah's losing his lane currently. Quacker's borderline dead, and Zao isn't making any progress versus Narnuk.
Yeah, I mean, there's no pressure in this situation.
In the right situation, yes, it matters. In this situation, the only thing you know is that, oh damn, they're about to get that mix up real fast.
Yeah.
So, it is interesting. Cortex vehicles, though. I wonder how they'll distribute from here. Teddy building a Juno already is really interesting. I guess he sees a lot of ticks coming out of Nezah and Chisato.
I mean, the other thing too is I think in Rosetta, like if you can Juno their radar and your comm is relatively close and you can just walk at it.
Yeah.
Like if there's a lab, you know, you can just like get the 10 mechs and the lab, and a lot of times I think it's worth it if you can trade your comm for their T2 with a D gun.
Oh, Shoty's doing the classic Shoty. Shoty's doing the classic Shoty. But it's probably not gonna work.
It's like I'm watching Jaden.
Okay, wow, that. Oh no, Shoty.
Have you not seen the triple comm bomb by Jaden? The famed triple comm bomb?
I mean, it doesn't work because Raghna's just sitting up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can just hug, right?
Actually, no, I say that. To be fair, matters, mate. It matters that they see this. I don't think Shoty's dead, though. I don't know, actually. It's interesting.
A lot of ticks coming, but he's got Salazar. And
that's the problem, yeah. This? Oh man, he just needs to go.
I know, it's so hard to commit.
He's redirecting.
I guess he's not sure.
Yeah, but now there's Salas out that can like help chase it. But yeah, I mean, if he just goes, that oh no,
I mean,
if this
AGO
finishes,
is still in a very vulnerable spot.
Narnuk
is
classic
Narnuk.
Oh no,
Classic Narnuk. Look at this guy. He doesn't make an LLT.
Non's probably planning on going to LOL already.
Quacker
he just sees us as a metal donation.
Quacker with the NPM stall.
I love how he almost like really refused to make any LLTs in front of his AGO. He's like, no.
I'll build one and then it's done.
Yeah, I
really
mean,
want
poor
to
guys.
see
What do you mean?
a Saw, yeah. I don't know how they deal with the Saw. Saw with 2 flags behind it and then just spam salamanders, pull the classic I will
I mean,
conquer.
that's part of the reason why you make the Juno, right? I was about to say, like when you think about the core lab, what's the core vehicle lab weakness, right? Ticks and commanders, and Juno takes care of those.
Yeah, that's
true. To be fair,
true.
these salamanders trade really nicely.
Dude, they still haven't capped this mid-max. Like, what? Where is... It's cute, but where the fuck is the con even? Like, what is happening? The con is walking from bottom.
Yeah.
Like, what?
It's not even being transported. They cancelled the transport on it.
They need transports for other things, like comms.
How do you get the widget in the corner showing team state? This widget? It's
You have a question in chat Volshock about
I know,
the
I just
widgets.
I'm looking. It's called Spectator HUD, that one. So enable that.
Did you mean to cut up?
Spectator HUD. Yeah.
I did not. Oh, did I cut out? I didn't mean to. So.
It's called. What's it called?
No, it's called spectator HUD. No, my mic, I don't have push to talk on my stream, so he would have heard me. I just cut out for you guys.
Okay.
Wait, where's the radar and the jammer for this Tsar?
He's gauntlet gaming! He's gauntlet gaming! I haven't seen a gauntlet in a serious game for so long.
Dude, what are you talking about? Teddy made one and it couldn't shoot up the hill on command center.
I was looking forward in that game. I trust Teddy. Teddy can do no wrong.
I love it. Raghna's like pushing through mid and Chisato's like, you know what we need in this situation? An Aphis.
Aphis. You can always rely on your eco player to eco.
I mean, somebody has to do the scaling.
I really like... I like how Raghna played this, but I do think he needed like 2 flags, because they know Shoty as they... I mean, that's because he's just killing everything.
But actually, you know, maybe they don't, because Pyro has air control. So if they're in Discord, he might just be like, "Hey, I'm way ahead of Shoty. I have way more fighters. Don't worry about it."
That's true. I guess a team that uses Discord is
But if they had like an abductor, or if they did like a T2 air swap, I think one of Pyro's weaknesses.
Nezah's trying to catch up, but he's being shot by Rag.
Yeah.
An
attempt was made. An attempt was made to degun this.
Yeah, I mean, these Salas from Rag are just shredding.
I just love how Ragscom knows he's there. There we go. Finally.
There we go. Now he's done.
Ragscom is the AA. Ragscom is the bodyguard for the Tsar.
Pyro got a perfect scout. Like, there's no figs. He just scouted every single thing.
Yeah, it was a really good timing. I think if Shoty had a little bit more BP, he would have had T2 fighters out. And I think one of Pyro's weaknesses is that he doesn't transition to T2 fighters early. So
yeah, but he does immense damage really quickly. Well, goodbye T2 fighters.
Goodbye Tsar and Calm as well. God damn.
How did they die? Did they just get grunt spam?
They just got grunt spammed down.
I'll just look at the next wave of salamanders coming.
Classic 21 Salas might be a problem for a red team.
They're finally upgrading the mechs in mode. Oh, but Quacker might be able to kill everything. Self-D, I guess.
It's nice self-D actually. Crazy self-D, wow.
Yeah,
he got all of them. Was that enough? Is the real question.
I don't think so.
I mean, thanks not.
Especially considering that the follow-up is a bunch of grunts into Salas, which I don't think is going to go well for him.
I wonder, does Teddy not have a... He doesn't have it loaded up.
His Juno is
he murdering the brute force?
Yeah, he doesn't have a Juno saved up, if you're wondering.
It doesn't matter.
Wait, why is Autopilot making Shellys? Oh no, he has Fiends coming out now. He just had Shellys to chip. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a make 3 Sheldons just for any spare port. Set it on fight move or whatever.
Pyro is coming. He
sees. Narnuk and T2 bomb it. Okay, I mean this game is just so done.
Oh yeah. It's been okay.
Oh, Chisato trying the AGO self-D to snipe the figs. That was awesome.
A nice
the BP.
attempt.
Well, I guess this answers the question. Do you ban this map? No, because you might just win.
Yeah. Also,
I do think this map is
tell players I'm talking shit about them when I'm not talking shit about them. But no, I mean...
Ball shock was right.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's crazy.
Fucking... Do you... Alright.
Oh man. Good choice. Combine our powers.
Fucking was Choice just lurking? God damn it.
I mean, he always lurks. Choice is the lurker.
Yeah. That's why he gets banned, so he can lurk some more.
So, do you think the air start makes sense here? Or no?
I think air start makes sense on every map.
Because I feel like we see a lot of times where people just don't do it. But I don't know. I mean, we've seen Pyro do some fucking work with his.
The thing is, to me at least, if you don't open air and your opponent opens air, you're going to get bombed, so you're going to take equivalent damage at least. You can always use shurikens to stop rain. And transports are really useful for getting around and taking mechs. Sure, there's ways you can economize faster, maybe, assuming that your opponents don't do anything to mess with you. But if they just go shurikens and your backline doesn't, then they can also overload a flank. Like, if you have a 2v2 and they suddenly rock up with 10 shurikens, you also lose that fight. So
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
I like air starts, but I'm definitely not the brains of any team. So whatever I say should not be taken too seriously.
In terms of pushes, an air start isn't that valuable in stopping like a real push. Leaks, yes, but AA bots exist and they're very efficient and they're very quick. It's not that hard to get them out in the front.
Yeah, fair point.
Bombings are interesting because they're a big investment. You have to really do damage, and sometimes when you start air versus 5 land, you might not have picks in their base because you have less frontline. So it might be harder for you to scout like a good bombing target.
Yeah, that's true.
I do think air is very useful. Well, you have to decide on a few things, because air can scout what everyone is doing, but also if air has knowledge of what the enemy is doing, they can punish that. So it's all about weighing up what you give and what you take for each one. Like, probably on glitters it doesn't matter, but I do think it's underrated at some point, or over, yeah, underrated to not go. Not go, to go. I don't know. My brain's broke.
You see, Raghna, me and my best buddy Nezah are together at last. I'll be right back. Hold on. Holy shit.
Oh no. Great. Oh man, oh, there's an 80 stall beefing. Goodbye, synthetic. You nearly got in. Nah, I was burnt out after the 2 games I played, man. Just talking and yapping is all that I need. Because I'm gonna finish up, yeah. This will be the last one. Well, the last one was the last one that I'm gonna talk about. Then I'm gonna dip. I'm just waiting until Volshok gets back. Remember, Baron. Gone but not forgotten. But actually not gone either. Just left.
Alright. No one said anything bad while I was gone, right?
No. They were just calling Chisato all of the things you were saying.
Ah, yes, of course.
Anyway, I'm gonna dip off here, so I'll keep watching, but I need to take a break.
Yeah, thanks for the chats. I'm just chilling and watching for a bit, so.
Yeah, have fun. Have a good one. I'll speak to you tomorrow, probably.
Word. See ya.
See ya.
See you. I'll probably watch like one more. I'll stop.
Word.
Looks like a lot of people are dipping as well.
Yeah, this might be the end of the lobby, but we'll see.
Tired and sleepy.
I need to grab the map.
Did anyone end up casting the Nation Wars games or no?
We're gonna end up replay casting them. Basically, it was just like we didn't have streamers available, and
Yeah,
I didn't want
I
to.
saw that there wasn't anyone.
But no, I know Barcast, Shadow Whisper's gonna cast some. Barcast is gonna cast some. If no one has cast the USA games, I'll cast and watch them. So we'll see.
AD can't play more.
Where are we at, boys?
Oh.
Who is this random 16 OS that's in here? Like, choices
join.
in queue, and we have a random 16
Yeah,
OS player.
surely they votes back. To be fair, this lobby has been up for a while, right?
Yeah, it's been up for at least 3 hours. Yeah, so tons of games, which is awesome.
Yeah, not bad. Like 5v5 popping off as usual. Before the tourney, before all of Bar dies.
Hey now. No, I mean, I think it's cool. Like, it is nice that right before all the Omega series, we go from like 8v8 to 5v5, and there's a bunch of practice and other fun stuff.
Yeah, it is fun. It's nice. I enjoy small team games. I mean, it would be nice if we had like just more 5v5s in general without the tourney, but whatever. I mean,
yeah,
there are reasons for why it's hard to start those things, and yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things. I feel like in small team games, the OS difference becomes much more noticeable.
Yeah. There have been many discussions about it. I feel like it's just like the solutions are unrealistic to actually be implemented.
Yeah. I can't play serious with you on my team. AV8 angle. Uh-oh. If it swaps to AV8s, then I might hop off. But if there's one more, we can cast that. See what happens. Oh, Sash is here.
Sure.
Oh, Sash is not here.
Just look at all these people spectating.
All right, let's go.
Pyro even playing? Pyro is not on team, period, right?
I don't think so. No. Is Pyro on team?
He should join. I don't think I've seen him in a tourney.
I don't think I've ever seen him play a tourney. I remember last time I tried to get him in a team for something, and he was like, because of his work hours, it just is like super difficult.
Makes sense.
But I mean, I feel like he's always been such a great like air player.
He's pretty reliable air player.
Here we go. We starting. I feel like he's in that upper echelon. Although I don't know who else. Who would you consider the other good air players to go along with that?
So
I think Malady. Granted, we don't see Malady play that much, but I feel like Malady is an awesome air player.
Yeah. So you have like the top tier, like Malady. Who is an amazing air player. Shoty's not a bad air player, actually. Like, to be honest, he's really not.
Yeah, no, he's good.
He likes to meme, but in serious games, he's quite flexible. Good builds. Blossom is not a bad air player. He's just a bit greedy. I
think Nez is also a pretty
LDM,
good air player.
You could say it's definitely like a supportive style, but he's actually a pretty decent air player.
I think LDM's good. I think Nez is actually pretty good. People meme on
Nez is quite good as well.
But he's really aggressive actually with his air, which is nice.
Yeah, I think it's really dependent on what your team needs. Like some players definitely use air and take more of an initiative with it. And that's because that's what their team needs. Whereas like if you're like LDM, you just want to support the team. And that's how they get wins.
How do you feel about for the water for the puddle on this map? We see like the pond spawn a lot, and then I've also seen Quacker and I want to say Austin. They spawn on the 3 mechs and then they just go straight Centurion, and it's like they end up kind of having like more units at the start to contest the early mechs. Do you have a preference for those? I feel like we see both styles,
Austin,
but I think
I am not a fan of the pawn opening. I really hate it. I really hate the pawn into pond into lab forward. I played against Austin a couple of times on Pod Retreat, and you can get a thug on the high ground out so early, and it denies any pressure your comm has in the front. Like you can die so quickly. Part of it is because that spot is open to RNG, because the benefit of starting there is that you can make a title, and title 20 is pretty decent. But if wind starts at like 22 and the guy in front of you can make like 2 wind turbines and then units, your advantage of starting title is just like non-existent.
yeah, it's just completely negated.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of RNG there. I also think it's not that strong of position. I think it's a delaying position for sure. Like you are always going to get pushed out, unless you're just a better player, I guess. But in a relatively even matchup, the high ground is just kind of hard to contest from that pawn start. I think the Centurion opening is probably better.
Fair enough.
Scale's probably better too, right? Because you started 3 mexes.
I mean, I don't know. I think the 3 mechs just gives you more, but it also delays, like, because if you can't contest the 4.0, the side is just fucked. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. I think
I see what you mean. But I mean, with Centurions, like realistically, right? Like you can push back most things.
Yeah, true. You definitely can. All right, in terms of split, what do we have here? We've got arm bots, core, I'm assuming bots, arm bots, and then Barcast or Teddy's just walking. And then we have happiness with arm bots, choice with core V. Let's go. Raghna arm V, Narnus battery, and Barcast is arm bots. So we see every lab. That's cool.
We do. West team has 2 bot openings in the middle, and East team has 2 vehicle openings.
Can't wait to watch 2 Centurions shoot at each other while the commander repairs them. It's going to be peak bar gameplay.
That is how the South looks like it'll go. I didn't know you could build a lab in that specific location.
The low to high ground? The problem that I always see when this happens, and one reason why I've kind of like, when you see the back spawn, I almost kind of like it, is that these lanes are traditionally like 1v2s, and it feels like it's just way too easy for the front player to just hug your comm or just walk at your lab and D-gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then
it's
like, all right, you traded comms, and then the other comm that's already there just rolls up and is like, oh, 2,500 medals.
I mean, like I said earlier, you don't even need to do that, right? You just put a thug on the high ground.
Yeah, and you can just shoot down.
Everything just dies. Yeah. But both teams actually made a lab there. I guess that's what's in fashion.
That's what people did for Last Nation Wars as well.
Oh, really? Interesting. Okay.
If he tries to comm bomb, just get out. You can't save it. Is what Choice says.
That's true.
So Tick's coming. No LLT. Oh, he's dropping an LLT now, but he's e-stalling. Did they ever fix the rivers on this where the Ticks? Yeah, Ticks can cross here, but they can't cross. That's like one of those minor differences where Ticks can run across here, but on the other side they have to go all the way out like a little bit farther, and it seems
I
really
didn't know
minor.
that was a thing with this map.
Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's one of those like really minor things, and then it decides a game and people complain about it. I didn't realize it was a thing until I saw someone try to run takes.
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, there are parts of maps that can feel unfair like that and can maybe decide games.
Oh god, this happiness.
I think he loses this. I mean, the Centurion can maybe push him out, but
See, but like here's the problem, right?
three
He's
LLTs take a while.
Yeah, and he's on 2 mechs now. And these 3 mechs behind are just totally unclaimed. Although I guess Choice is going to cap him now.
Choice, yeah.
It's a beamer angle, boys.
I actually don't like the LLT from Pretor. I think it delays your pressure too much.
You think just straight unit? Yeah,
I think
agree.
you just straight boost either Ascent or Ticks. Defend with Calm, because the Calm can't be at the front of your lab that early.
I love Narn.
I think
Narn is just, he just has a movement. He's like, my Calm is going here.
He's directly going there. An LLT won't save your lab there. I think what he actually should do, thinking about it, is you boost like a couple of Centurions, you boost a Con or a Resbot, and you just eat the lab.
Dude, look at this flex from Autopilot and from Pyro, though. There's not that much in mid.
And
there's
a lot of preps.
Oh, and Pretor's gonna
those are 4 Centurions. But those are 4 Centurions. 2 Centurions, never mind.
So Narn's gonna walk at the lab and try to degon. I mean, the LLT and the Scent, I think he loses the lab regardless, right?
Yeah, he does lose the lab. The grunts can get there in time. Yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like you should just make a couple of Centurions and then eat the lab, like resign yourself to it.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Pretor with the Scent miss micro there.
Oh, Narn with the crazy
dude. Narn, this is some fucking fastest guns in the
Whoa.
West shit. Jesus.
Oh, GG. That's a resign.
Yeah, I mean, Happiness is
oh my god,
struggling, but he's still holding here.
His D-guns. First the transport a couple games ago, and now this.
That's true. The D-gun on the Shoty trans was pretty hilarious. I mean, Happiness is holding. Yeah, I think he dies in a second, but
yeah, I mean, the pressure from the Raikoh is a bit much.
Yeah, they're gonna eat all this wreck here. Mid is kind of just like chill and peaceful, though. Seems like they're trying to play the edges. The raid comes in. He says, "That's bad." I like it.
I mean, that's the thing with like a vehicle open, right? Like, it's strong, because incisors trade well against everything, but it feels like they're too slow to pressure. Like, the game has already kind of been.
I don't know if Choice can get these
by all the wreck fields.
Yeah, well, I guess they're too low. No, I agree. Narn is just straight walking now. Autopilot has to be careful.
Yeah, I mean, when a Calm gets there, it's quite difficult to stop it, just because you don't have that much BP on the sides, usually. So it's not really easy to get an LT radar fence up.
Little Autopilot. Centurion versus LLT. Repairs are putting in work.
I mean, I don't think, yeah, if those scents go in, it's an awkward angle. Ah, Stouts.
Did Happiness eat that lap? I didn't see. He got pushed back, but
I don't know. I didn't see. I think maybe.
Narn is coming up. He sees the Con and the LLT being built. Is he gonna capture a D-gun?
Capture for sure. Capture for sure.
Shouldn't he have captured the? Oh, okay.
You can capture the LLT too.
Yeah.
Wait, can
capture
you capture
and finish it.
Blueprint?
I don't know actually.
I think you can actually.
So both sides lose.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's really a delaying tactic, especially since it's a 2v1, right? It's like
Yeah, it's like it's
your
like the
goal is
sector
to make them
318.
just spend as much metal as possible,
Yeah, die
and
slow.
to deny the 4 mechs for as long as possible.
But Raigeki's crushing through mid. He's killing Autopilot just with Stouts versus Rakkos. They have overbuilt Rakkos.
The nice thing about a vehicle open 2 is you can convert metal in the units very quickly, very efficiently. As long as you just add the BP, and because they ate so many commanders, they have a lot of metal to spend, and that's just going into best unit in the game, the Stout.
Yeah, I mean, Stouts are insanely good. Narn is about to start making units come through, so it was close, but I think red team's got this. Oh, we got bombers from 8D and bombers from Barcast. Raigeki's comm goes down, but Autopilot's dead. He's gonna hug Narn, but there's a lab here.
I don't know if Autopilot saw the lab. He did not, because it's not radar.
Yeah.
He probably just thought Narn was just calm walking.
Yeah, he probably did.
But
You're
no,
right.
it's a lab.
Barcast coming in. Oh, and these are grouped nicely.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, no, very nice. Bombing. Arm bombers? Yeah, arm bombers. Classic arm bombers.
Yeah, you're like, wait, why didn't they kill all this wind?
I just saw the winds not
bombers.
all die instantly, yeah. And I was like, that
sweet.
must be an arm bomber moment. Like,
arm bomber moment.
Oh my god.
I mean,
these are core bombers. All of those winds and the conduits would be dead.
Yep. Yeah, they're gonna
that's the
resign.
problem
This is
with
over.
starting bots in the center, right? Like, the East team was a little bit slower to pressure with units, but all the grunts and pawns that they made were kind of just run into comp bombs that they couldn't secure anyway.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the one thing that is nice with the bot started mid is that it's easier for you to help the side lanes, right? Because you can just run the pawns up or run the...
you can. But
yeah.
Like, what happened was it wasn't effective help. Poor startup. Right, just as the lobby.
Yeah, right as the lobby is down.
Classic Australian time zone things.
Dude, they get fucked. I remember I was for last Nation Wars, I was like, hey, do you guys want to like have a team? And Gof is like, he's like, yeah, so it starts at, I think it was like 4 a.m. or something, or no, it wasn't 4 a.m. What was it? It started at some ridiculous time. I think it was like 11. No, because it's 5 a.m. for us. So I think it was like, I don't remember. It was some ridiculous time, but basically he was like, yeah, there's no way we'll play it. The lobby crash?
Lobby died. Lobby crash, server crash.
Wilp.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
I love that as soon as it crashes, happiness is like, you know where I'm going? Supreme Straight. Let me see.
I'm so sad that there's no Glitters team. It's really...
I'll see what I can do to guilt trip them into making a team. But we need a bunch more teams. The other thing that I would love to do is if we could get enough teams, I would love to do a lower bracket tourney where all like the lower OS teams can play, and then like the top 2 from that advance to like the main tourney.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun, like an Ascension thing. Yeah,
because
cool.
you know, like you feel bad, like watching Nation Wars. It was like Team Mongolia versus Team US, you know, and they have like 2-0 OS players.
Yeah,
you know,
I love the
like
sports bar content,
Austin,
but I didn't know if I wanted to
Conquer.
watch that one.
Yeah, like it's like, all right, well, all right, let me see who I can raid here. You got Skinner.
Is that true what Better Strategy is saying? There's a larger and more rich Supreme group. Are there more high OS players? I don't know about that.
I don't think they're that high now. Are they?
I think, like, aren't all the top players either Rotato or Glitters? Like in terms of leaderboard OS?
I think when I think of Bar
Apex
Jesus...
is an everywhere player. He's He goes around. Yeah, Happiness and Apex, I would say, are more hybrid players.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think the only like really high OS Supreme player I can think of is Dark Spirit. I don't even think he plays anymore, and he's 50, right?
Yeah, like the Dark Spirit. Who else is E-Skill?
Who else is 50 OS in straight?
50.
These max rating 45. Shit. I'm sorry.
No, there's a max rating 45 lobby.
No, dude, there's a bunch of them. I was looking the other day, and it was like so many lobbies have these insane max ratings on them. It's like
that's gotta be targeted, no? Or is that just like what's a high number? 45.
No, I can see that. It'd be like, wait, what's his OS? 46? Okay, 45. Fuck this guy. Club is 60 OS straight. No, but Club is a Rotato player. Club doesn't count as a right. I mean, I don't consider Club a straight player.
He did break the 50 to 60 barrier through straight.
Yeah, well, I mean that's right. That was like, were you here when Hells was like, yeah, were you in the lobbies with like when we had like 4 60 OS players in a Rotato lobby? And I was laughing with him because in those games I played 5 games in Rotato and then 5 games in Glitters, and in the Rotato lobby I went 1-4, and then in the Glitters lobby I went 4-1. I was like, I guess I should just be a Glitters man.
Glitters is fun. Unironically, Glitters is pretty fun.
Wait, hold on. Let's look at the leaderboard here really quick. Let me see.
Mostly Dark Spirit, correct? Yeah. E-Skill Andre. He's a straight guy.
All right, so let's see. So Raghna is Rotato, Austin is Rotato, and hold on. Azrael is Smile. I assuming that's Glitters.
Yep.
Zeph is Glitters. Dark Spirit is straight. Chisato Rotato, Raghna Rotato, Teddy Rotato, Kiyoma Rotato, Hygan Rotato. Andre he's straight, isn't he?
Yeah, but I don't think I've seen him play recently. I could be wrong.
Who is Desktop Commander?
I don't know who Desktop Commander or Cocaine Crusader are.
What a name.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What a name. Cocaine Crusader. I mean, like, all of these are all just Rotato players, basically, right?
Wait, X Factor is 18? Wasn't he like top
I don't know.
10 or top 5 or something? Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know.
People have been losing.
You're looking at leaderboard, not looking at OS? Yeah, but leaderboard OS is just more accurate OS.
Yeah, I mean, most people are already at mid uncertainty anyway, right? It's not going to be that
activity decay. Yeah, right? I mean, I don't know. Anyway.
Oh. There are a lot of 45 plus Supremers.
To be fair, I don't really play Supreme, so I don't really know. But, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Are they? Do you know if they're making teams for the tourney? But it's actually, I know there's usually like one team, right?
Yeah, there was Happiness Killed the Cat last tourney. Why are you cunts insta straight lobby? Wow, Choice. I will not abide a foul tongue in my chat, sir. This is a Christian Minecraft server.
Lobby for fun.
Wait, is there an actual? Oh. All right. Well, I consider
it. You're sitting in a Glitters lobby. What are you saying?
How dare you be in straight, Choice, chilling in Glitters?
Wait, Narnuk's in a straight lobby. What?
Everyone joined. Everyone rejoined.
Why did everyone just join this lobby? They just went to the first lobby on their friends list or something?
If there are often 30 plus games going on in straight, those people need to man up and join Omega Series. All right. We've got the 3 silos, right? We've got Glitters, we've got straight, we've got Rotato. They need some pride. I was gonna say pride in being straight, which does
they've
not
sent more
sound
teams
good.
than Glitters has, to be fair, in the past few tourneys.
There's only ever been one though, right? Because like last season, wasn't there just Happiness Killed the Cat? Was there another one?
Yeah, but there was no Glitters team. It's infinitely more. 1 is more than 0.
Yeah, but Low and Salt is basically Happiness Killed the Cat, right? That's the same team, I think. I'd have to
No.
look.
Better Strategy was with
He was
were
in
you
Low
with
and Salt.
Happiness?
Yeah, in
Was that
OS1,
Happiness?
he was with Happiness in Low and Salt. And then in season 2, it was Happiness Killed the Cat, which was like Happiness, Belle, and some other people I can't remember.
Just Blossom.
Oh yeah, yeah. Preset FFA. All right, I think this is dead then. In that case, I am sending everyone over to
Yep.
to who's BS. No, BS isn't streaming right now, is he? Hold on. Skinner. I think we're going to Skinner, boys. We're going to Skinner.
Ended up in straight after all.
Ended up in straight. That's right. That's right. Word. All right. Have a good night,
Do you know
homie.
why?
Oh,
sorry.
No, you're good. What were you
I
saying?
was just gonna ask if do you know why there's such a big drop off in like low OS teams from the first to the second event? Is it just because you put less effort into like
Basically
wrangling people around?
For OS1, I don't know if you remember, but I literally just sat in lobbies and was like, "Hey, fucking make a team." I just harassed the shit
I mean,
out of
I know
everyone.
you did that to like people that like you knew, but like for like random noobs and stuff.
I may have also done that for random noobs. I also put together 3 teams where I was like, "Hey, would you be interested in playing in a tournament?" And they were like, "I guess." And I was like, "Cool, here's your team." So I don't know. I've been streaming like scrims and stuff, so I'd like to get I'll probably try to like get more, and I would love if we could get, like I said before, like a lower OS tourney and then have them kind of, go up to the higher, just because I think that'd be fun.
Right.
All right.
If I ever interact with people who I would be interested, I guess I'll try to lead them your way.
Let's get some teams going. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm sending you over to watch some incredible games on Straight. Good luck. Peace.
I'm gonna go head out.
We're in.